Yes, I'm going to be Ceruledging myself today. Don't you worry. Remember, tomorrow is the new patch. You know, we need 8 hours of downtime for all those new features. Look at all those new features and fixes that we've been asking for years. 8 hours of downtime, everybody. Get excited. Are you excited for your spooky wood? Press 1 if you're going to give somebody some spooky wood on Halloween. Yeah, I love how they say various other fixes and polishes, because you know that's going to be like a new confusion effect or something nobody's ever wanted. So it's Ceruledge, not all day. I have something to say about that. Just never gonna let me down. Tried to make me feel bad about myself. We're gonna play Ceruledge with Lunatone Solrock because it was the #1 most played deck at Milwaukee. It did not perform nearly as well as it should have, but it was the #1 most played deck in day 1, and then it did not do well in day 2. So this is the #1, and yes, make sure you redeem that code, the new HelloFresh code. I don't know how long they're good for, but it's just 3 more packs. Yeah, adding new hair colors, super duper important. I know Pumpkin Amy was excited about that. I think this is a sign. This is definitely a sign. Ludicolo, Charizard. Charizard went 15-1 in one Milwaukee, and then it was just, Mega Absol and Mega Kangaskhan everywhere. So yeah, we're just going to be playing Ceruledge. Don't you worry. We're going to figure out the Tyroad deck. I have a bunch of road decks built up and ready to go. So we'll play Ceruledge until I get a video, and then we'll just sort of mess around. We'll whack off a little bit. I know how much you enjoy whacking off. And Slushies, welcome to the cockpit. Never going to let you down. Thank you for putting them in the upright position. All right, remember, you want to go first. Those are the rules with Ceruledge. Those are the Cerule edges. Those are the Cerules, the Cerule edges. Oh, crap. So, yeah, I mean, I'll just show you the patch notes real quick. I guess I should probably get the stats just to show them. Hey, we're going first. Never mind. I will hold off on that. I will get the Pokestats soon. Don't you worry. So you can see some of the details. All right. Well, of course, we play like 20 energy. Don't have a single one. Don't have Carmine. Don't have anything. We did just top deck the Nest Ball, but this hand, the deck plays, how many energy does this deck play? A bajillion? Yeah, I think it plays about a bajillion energy. So of course we're playing 0. We get 0 of them off the top there. Now the question is, do I bother with a turn 1 Squawk? The Squawk and Ball Torture? I think no. I think we just go for the Charcadet. Let's play this more conservatively. Right, let's just play it a bit more conservatively, because you see the Monkey Dory, that could be anything, like any 5 different decks these days. It's like, oh, what do you think this is? I have no freaking idea what this is. All right, so let's just put the Charcadet. Let's put the energy on the Charcadet just so we have it. And when will I be playing the 86 list? Is that a Mega Venusaur list? And bulkiest pick? Well, it depends what we're facing. So if you didn't know, Tord built Mega Absol with Mega Kangaskhan, and absolutely, well, a bunch of people went up playing it and dominated the tournament because it does really well against Gardevoir and Grimmsnarl. Because this is the list. I have never lost. I've only played 2 games, but I have never lost against Mega Absol and Mega Kangaskhan, because the whole strategy is you just don't attack them until you get a knockout. That's it. Just don't attack them until they get a knockout, which is one of the reasons why I didn't bother going with the Squawkabilly. But of course we have, double bosses and Briar. Yeah, and against Dragapult as well. But this is the start we have, is I'm gonna have to research all my good cards. Yep, let's get more cards that I don't want to get rid of. Could be full of energy. Yep, 0 energy. 0 freaking energy. Love to see it. What the hell, PDCGL? Could you suck less butt, please? Yeah, well, I think we take the knockout of the Monkey Dory, right? And then just hope they don't have it like that. So let's go. Yeah, so we'll play with our balls. We'll play with our balls. We get rid of that and that. And then we go get Ceruledge. And we go from there, and then I just attach the... I guess I attach the fighting. I guess that makes the most sense. And then we just go... but I mean, look at this. Fine. I'll play the... I don't want to, but PDCGL is forcing my foot. PDCGL gave me no choice. Well, the thing is, I don't need to chase the monkeys. I don't need to spank any of the monkeys, because I just need to take 2 more KOs to win the game. Right? It would be great if I had boss's orders. And Sonny, you're playing Ceruledge? Oh, I wonder where you got that idea. Yeah, still no energy. Deck plays about 20, it's like 19, 20 energy. Can't find it for the life of me, because I'm a PDCGL player. And Slushies, will it stay in the meta? Well, Battle Coliseum will make things a little sketchy, right? Because Battle Coliseum prevents damage counters from being moved around, so they just might have to add a few extra stadiums. But the reason it was so important or so good is just because lots of decks these days, certainly not, okay. Lots of decks these days spread damage counters, and Mega Kangaskhan, Mega Absol sends them back, and as soon as you put 6 damage counters on someone, you get to take a free KO. And Super Smash Kart, yes, Ceruledge was the #1 most played deck at Milwaukee. Let me just quickly see if I can get that on screen, because I'm a pro streamer. I don't need to see things as they happen. I'm a pro freaking streamer. You're going to see the amazingness of this streamer, the speed. I got the fastest fingers in the West. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Okay, is this day 1 or is this day 2? We're about to find out. I don't know what they're doing. If they take 2 heads, we lose. Oh my god. So yes, that's cool. Love that. Really happy for you that I am getting 0 energy and you're just taking knockouts all day. You're playing this game beautifully. Still no energy. All right, so yeah, Ceruledge was the #1 most played deck. We'll talk about that in a second. Still nothing. Still don't have any energy. Could we get some energy? That would be cool, wouldn't it? Could we get a little bit of energy, please? Oh, we also prized the Ceruledge. That's cool. Oh my god. Okay, like, I should be winning this game without any issue. This should be the easiest win in the history of my life. Because all I have to do is take like a couple knockouts. But PDCGL is telling me, there we go, finally. And Petester, thank you for the raid. We're trying not to get screwed over by PDCGL, but we're having a hell of a time. There we go, finally. We can take the KO now. Let's get rid of, yeah, we want to keep the jet. How many do I need? I need like 15. Oh, yeah, we got it. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 2 night stretchers. Actually, I don't think I need to get rid of all of that. We can keep a couple, right? How does math work? So we're going to put 4 in there, so that's 12. And then I don't need the Sol Rock. I don't need the Nest Ball. And Clamburger, that's actually going to be the title of the video. Okay, so 4. Oh, did I screw up? I think I screwed up. I think I needed to put... No, because 14 does it, right? 14 does it? 14 does it, yes? 14 plus 280 plus 30 is 310. That's how math works, right? Trust your pilot's expert math maker. Oh, it doesn't even matter. We have 2 cards left. Doesn't matter. We're going to win. See, this is why I don't think Mega Absol is as great. You know, the thing with Mega Absol is the card is not very good. And before you think, oh, but it did so well at tournament. Yes. Mega Absol is not very good. That just goes to show you, and Never Gonna Let Me Down, thank you for the sub. That just goes to show you how good of a player Tord is and how good of a deck builder, right? Like, you look at Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl on its own is not a very good card, but you add in the right combo, and it's a great card. So it's about finding the right combination. Like, what I learned when playing Mega Absol is that Monkey Dory is kind of freaking goated. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, they might just win now because I'm going to run out of cards. We have 1 Jet Energy left. The Pheasantipity is going to cost us the game here. But I would have won if PDCGL didn't just completely screw me over with, hey, how about you never find any energy? If I just found the slightest bit of energy, then we would have been able to win this game. Oh, never mind. We do win this game. Oh, see, I told you. I've never lost to this deck. I'm 3-0 now against this deck. And I could do 400 damage. Even if they put a Bravery Charm and had Lively Stadium, I could still win. And yeah, we prized the Pal Pad. Our last prize was Pal Pad, and that would have been able to get back Briar and bosses. So we never saw any energy that game. We prized the Ceruledge, we prized the Pal Pad, and I still won because Mega Absol, Mega Kangaskhan doesn't do well against decks that take one-hit KOs like Ceruledge, like Golden Go, like Raging Bull. It does really well against the other decks that were heavily played. Like you look at the spread here. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be spreading cheeks. But you look at 8.7% with Ceruledge, and then was Frostlass, Grimmsnarl, Gardevoir, and then Dragapult, and then Gardevoir again with Jellicent. So 4 out of the top 6 most played decks had negative matchups against Mega Absol, Mega Kangaskhan. But then Ceruledge and Golden Go were really good, but Ceruledge didn't do so great into day 2. So what should we call that deck? Is it just like Tord Box? Umbreon. Faced off against Umbreon. All right, so that was a quick win. Sorry I haven't been interacting with chat. I was too busy destroying the deck that people say is great. All right, so let's see. And it seems Zard was the most played. Maybe it was because it didn't quite fit the parameters because they split some things up. But according to that graph, Ceruledge was number 1. But then you look at day 2, and I think this is day 2. Yeah, that's day 2. All right, we're facing off against David Duchovny. Oh, geez, what's going on? And then you look at that. The top 3 decks all have negative matchups against Absol Kangaskhan, which goes to show you, why I was able to do so well, because the top 3 decks have plus matchups against the 4th and 5th, or 3rd and 4th. So it was just a really great meta call. I still don't think it's the greatest deck, and Battle Coliseum makes things a lot worse, but it was just a great call for that specific tournament. Yeah, there was no, and yeah, Clan Burglar, I literally made the thumbnail this weekend, and it is Ceruledging is greater than Obstagooning. And Goliath, welcome in. And Petester, yeah, Ceruledge, it just doesn't require thinking, which is what I really like. Yeah, don't forget, you're here forever. And Shiny, right? Well, I know. That's why I'm saying that Tord is him, right? Oh, this is the Frostlass spread deck. We might lose? Okay, this is the Frostlass spread deck. I'm not quite sure how we do here. Because they put me to sleep. I don't know. I think we just do Ceruledge things and sort of see how it buffs out. I think we probably lose this one. But let's see what happens. Because don't forget, our Ceruledges don't get screwed over by bench damage. So we're going to be okay on that front. And then we go, get rid of that. We get a fire and a fighting. Briar, I mean, I don't think Briar's going to come into play unless this game goes very, very long. We're definitely not Squawkabilly in this. Because we do not want to have the Squawkabilly on the field. That would be what the French would say, no bueno. And then we go end turn. All right, so next turn we can draw 3 more and see how it goes. Yeah, Legacy Energy is definitely the best ace spec. I just wanted to try Brilliant Blender. Like, if we didn't have Brilliant Blender, we would have lost that last game. Probably. I mean, we'll see. But if we didn't have Brilliant Blender, it would have been a lot sketchier. Okay, well, we're knocking out their snot. I think this might be a concede. As long as we get a playable card, this might be a concede. And even if we don't get a playable card, this might be a concede. Yeah, we'll just go for it. I think we just Never Don't Be Down. Now, this is Trust Your Pilots deck that he'll be playing in a little bit. I'll be playing this deck. I have lots of different versions of like Shedinja and Frostmoth. And Incineroaring, I agree. I think Solrock and Lunatone are the best cards. I say Lunatone Solrock because I'm cool. No, if you look at my Road Decks video, if you look at the Trust Your Pilots Road Decks video, you'll see that somebody copied me. Yeah, exactly. I had it out first. Yeah, you can give me all the money you want. I'll never admit it. I'll never admit it. I can definitely turn off the YouTuber voice, though. That's... Oh man, that's quite the relief. Could you imagine if I had to keep the YouTuber voice this whole time? Oh, I'd let a kangaroo punch me in the balls. Or in the didgeridoos. So yeah, day 2, Ceruledge definitely dropped off. Gardevoir, this month's profits. Hey, I helped you earn those profits because I give you the feeling that you're the greatest person ever. I empower my viewers. Are they just gonna Badoo your mom? Oh, and I cooked up a really terrible deck, by the way. Like, I have an idea for a really terrible deck, and I don't like it, but it might actually be good, and I really hope I don't play it, but I might have to. Wait, did they Ion? Wait, what didn't I have a fighting energy? Or no, I took pity on them. That's right. I took pity on them. I was like, why? Why are things different? No, I took pity on them because I want them to have this win. And in Yarmia, no, Drillbur is not going to be good just because it's easy prizes. Never gonna let me down. Well, I ghosted them for 2 months when I went on my hiatus, and they've ghosted me for the month that I've been back. So we're just blowing ghost loads back and forth to each other. Yeah, it's a For the Win stream. No, it can't be a For the Win stream because For the Win doesn't stream. The Maractus does get knocked out. Wasn't he streaming? Okay, well, I can't tell. If YouTube doesn't recommend me, it doesn't show up, right? I can't tell if YouTube doesn't recommend it to me, and YouTube is very mean like that. And Clan Burglar trying to make Mega Venusaur. Oh my god, this is why I didn't go for the YouTuber voice. Yeah, I'm gonna put 4 damage counters on myself, which kind of sucks, but that's fine. Yeah, I am. So that's the thing. I'm subscribed to For the Win, but just because you're subscribed to someone doesn't mean anything shows up, right? Just because you're subscribed to someone, it don't mean you're actually gonna see their content. All right, let's get rid of these guys. And then we Ceruledge ourselves. The ability. You didn't trust your pilot. You didn't ring the bell. This might be one of the biggest scandals in the history of YouTube ever. But no, never gonna let me down. Maractus is there for the ability, and it's a colorless energy. Wait, is Yveltal colorless or darkness? But yeah, it's the ability, or sorry, it's the free retreat on Yveltal is great. The damage is great, but Maractus has colorless and an ability that bumps it up in Frostlass. So there's reasons. And Ludicolo, some of them are probably expired. And never let me down. Well, don't forget that because of the ability, it gets hit by Frostlass, so it's more damage you can spread. So it's like having more cheeks you can spread, which is never a bad thing. So it's like, yeah, you could go for Yveltal, but sometimes you want to spread more cheeks. Yeah, let me know which codes don't work so I can get rid of them, because I have no idea. I've redeemed all the codes, so I have no clue. It's like my first time with a woman. I just have no clue what's going on. And Leah, my armors couldn't fire off, so yeah, you're gooning and edging. All right, well, wait, didn't I wake up? Wait, I thought there was a coin flip and I woke up. Oh, I flipped tails. Okay, never mind. I flipped tails. I was like, I thought I flipped a coin and it was heads. All right, so let's go. I guess bosses or Carmine, because they might have the de-evolution, but I think it's more smarter to try and hope for nothing to go my way because this game is terrible and I hate this game and this game sucks and this is the worst game ever made. I mean, I could go for Lunatone, which I don't have. I could go for Fezandipity and hope for a Jet Energy, which I have 3 of, and that wins me the game if I just find them. So I should probably do it. Yeah, this isn't going in the YouTube. Oh, wait, it was between turns, wasn't it? Oh, well, let's just pretend like that was on purpose. Let's pretend, can we just pretend like it's wet from raining? The codes that don't work. Okay, thank you, Ludicolo. I will update my Streamlabs. So, like, you see how this can be a thing, right? They go to sleep, and then you just Frostlass Monkey Dory all day. But, I mean, Badoo is just better, right? Because it's guaranteed item lock, or, Yveltal or Maractus is better because it keeps someone trapped in the active. It's 20 spread in a world where terrors are still a thing, Shaman's a thing. Battle Coliseum kind of ruins everything. But, like, it kind of works. I'll play it. But remember, next week, the Mega Evolution format is over. Don't you forget that. We're a week away from the Mega Evolution format being over, and that's kind of crazy to say out loud. All right, so what was Black Bolt, White Flare, which makes sense because, that's over. Actually, hang on. Uh-oh. Okay, so we can play with our balls, which I don't want to. All right, well, if they ever get down to 2 prizes, we can do something. If they ever get down to 2 prizes, we can shake and bake here. All right, let's go retreat into Ceruledge, and then we go there. Abysmal Flames. And Lena, you gotta subscribe to Trust Your Pilot on YouTube. He has all the information. So yeah, I have to go through like all the stuff. I have 9 days to post 5 videos while still focusing on this format. So it's going to be maybe like a few less streams. So it might be a few less streams that I do. But let me just quickly get that. So it's Dancing Flame, Power of Tusk. Dancing Flames, Power of Tusk. Standing Sturdy, Justified. Standing Sturdy, Justified. And Summer Freeze, baby. All right, so the new drops message should be more accurate. And Battle Coliseum, I mean, you can watch my video. I'll have a bunch of videos, but I think I can get it. Do I have it on my list here? There it is. Oh, dear God. So yeah, it just, basically, it stops Dragapult, it stops Dusknoir, it stops Monkey Dory, it stops everything. But there's other cards that stop it. Yeah, Seviper's in there, Toxtricity's in there, I think Punk Helmet is in there, I think Grimsley's Move is in, everything is in there. Did you notice how we have 3 Jet Energy in deck and I still haven't found a single one? Have you noticed that? That we're facing a matchup where I absolutely need Jet Energy and they're still in the deck and we can't find them anywhere. Isn't that cool? And yeah, that's what I was wondering about, because it says like activated abilities, but I feel like Frostlass would still get stopped. Right? Oh yeah, then when we don't need it, we get it, and then they can see. Yeah, so it protects your bench Pokemon so the active can still get hit. But yeah, next Thursday is when we get the first 20% of Phantasmal Flames. And yeah, I mean, I think Battle Coliseum's #1. Dawn and Moltres and Mega Lopunny, and I can't remember the other things. What's the word? Yeah, the thing with Battle Coliseum is that's the translation. We don't know what the exact wording of like the exact translation, like, because they could change it to make it more accurate or something. So it's like from the effects of attacks or abilities used. So it's like, yeah, you could make an argument that Frostlass is, not like a used ability, but we'll have to wait, right? We'll just have to wait and find out. We can't really trust PDCGL to give us the accurate thing, but yeah, so I don't, like, you can make the argument either way that, like, yes, it's an activated ability, but you don't actively use it. So they have to be, like, the rulings on Pokegym are going to be very helpful. Like, yeah, personally, I think Frostlass is blocked. And I'm sure we could ask some people who've been playing in Japan. Yeah, I looked for the ruling in Japan. I couldn't find it. Whether that's just my ineptitude, I have no idea. But I feel like Frostlass is blocked by Battle Coliseum. We will find out, though. We'll find out very soon. All right, and then let's, we're already 2-0 with the 10, 6, and 3. Let's do just the Legacy Energy build since everyone's like, oh, Pilot, that Legacy Energy build, how could you play the Brilliant Blender? How could you possibly? I don't know what that was. I'm sorry. And yeah, there's a bunch of leaks coming out that they're leaking out their back end. And you won't be able to have any fun. No, you just bump it, right? You just bump it. That's all you got to do. Pretend like you're a volleyball player and just bump it. Right? You can just bump it with another stadium. You can also have the other, is that other Lunatone Solrock combo still in standard? Let me see if I can get that. I'll get that on screen because you've forgotten about this. Actually, would it? No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't stop it. No, the Lunatone wouldn't stop Battle Coliseum. Right? I don't think so. All right, there's a Latias. So this guy, yeah, because this ability is prevent all effects of any stadium done to your Pokemon in play. So that would have the opposite effect. That would stop Battle Coliseum from protecting you. It wouldn't stop you from hitting them. So no, this card would do nothing. This would be a useless card. It's always such a tricky situation to know what you're supposed to do here. I guess I just Carmine and hope, but that first game we got no energy, so of course this game we get all the energy. Yeah, we're just going to thin a little bit more. Let's get fire and fighting. No, you don't have to worry. Yes, Battle Coliseum is going to be very annoying, but it's very easy to get around. Oh my goodness. Well, I heard you like supporters more than anything else. I mean, we could... Nah, we got to go for a Charcadet. I have to go for a Charcadet in this situation. And we just have to hope they don't have anything crazy like a Prime Catcher Pecharunt combo. But no, like oh, that's the wrong card. Don't look at that. Don't look at that YouTube audience if this makes it in. That is nothing to worry about. It's just another card that I thought, like, does that get affected? But the wording means no, it doesn't. It doesn't affect anything. It would stop your Pokemon from getting protected by Battle Coliseum, which is what the opposite of what you want. So yeah, Battle Coliseum, you can use Heat Burner to discard it, which, are they attacked with Brew Bonnet? Okay. Didn't expect that. But yeah, you just play 4 stadiums. If you're really worried about it, just play 4 stadiums and then you're fine. Right? Like, there's nothing to worry about. Battle Coliseum, yes, it might be slightly annoying, but I wouldn't worry about it too much. Oh yeah, it's everywhere in Japan, especially single prize decks like Typhlosion. They love it. Well, I could bosses. I mean, if I bosses, I don't take a meaningful knockout, so we just have to go Ultra Ball, those and those. Go get... I guess we should Ceruledge ourselves. Yeah, it's great for road decks. And you just have to win the stadium battle. The problem for something like Neutralization Zone is that everyone's going to be playing 4 stadiums these days. So it's like, oh, you want to play Neutralization Zone? Too bad. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. I think I still attach just because I don't know what's about to happen. And funnily enough, if they had put an Ancient Booster on this Brute Bonnet, we wouldn't have been able to take the knockout. Lots of whacking off potential. And Moondust. Yeah, because they'll just play like 2 Mystery Garden and an Artisan, or 2 Artisan and a Mystery Garden. You know, Grimmsnarl is going to probably play like 2 Spike Myth, 2 Artisan. Dragapult is going to play like 2 Jamming Tower and a Heat Burner. So it's not, yeah, it's not that bad. You just have to play a bunch of stadiums, or you just play Heat Burner to get rid of the stadium. So no, Battle Coliseum is not going to remove annoying decks from the format. It's going to be there forever. And yeah, Lunatone and Solrock are from Mega Evolution. That other Lunatone that you're not supposed to know about, that's from a few sets ago. Yeah, Moondust. Well, Zard doesn't care, right? Zard wants the Battle Coliseum. Okay. This is interesting. So I'm going to knock them out with Solrock, hopefully. And then they'll go to 2 prizes, and then I just need to find the Briar, which of course you always, or sorry, I always mill. All right, so we can, I think we Ultra Ball. No, let's, what do I actually need right now? That's, I guess I just get rid of Lunatone Fire Energy. What's left in the deck? I have bosses. We have the Palpad. We also have Legacy Energy, which would be cool to have, but I can't really bet on it. You know, this isn't High School Musical. All right, so let's see what happens here. What the hell is this, PDCGL? I don't even have enough to take the knockout with a Charcadet. I can't even take the KO with a freaking Charcadet. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. We have to go. I mean, I guess I put the Jet Energy on the Ceruledge and take the KO. That is worst case scenario. I don't know if we can do this. Oh yeah, blocked Dust Noir and Dusclops, but I mean, Psyduck does a better job of doing that. So again, it's like, yes, it stops many things from attacking your bench, but it doesn't stop everything from attacking your bench. And it doesn't stop Dust Noir and Dusclops from hitting your active. Monkey Dory can still hit your active. You know, we have Rabska for Dragapult pings to the bench. We have Psyduck for Dusclops and Dust Noir. So it's not the greatest card ever printed, but it might be the best card from Phantasma Flames, just because it forces the toughest, most annoying decks to rethink how they play, to rethink their list, to maybe cut a little bit of consistency, to make room for an extra stadium, or at least a Heat Burner to get rid of a stadium. So it just maybe slows things down a little bit. Yeah, it's there. That's exactly it. It's good it exists. It's like the pinky toe, right? It's maybe it doesn't do as much as you want it to, but it's good that it exists. That was almost a sentence. Oh, we're going to be down to 2 prizes. Unless they just have it like that and then we lose. And Super Smash Kart, whatever the Mega Dragonite set is. So that'll probably be late January. Because remember, Mega Dragonite is from the I block, and the Mega Evolution format is the I block. Don't be a butt face. Oh. Have they not found an Ancient Booster this entire game? They haven't even found like a draw supporter. That's kind of crazy. I would feel bad for them if I wasn't too busy laughing at them. All right, so let's Lunar Cycle. And then I think we just win. I don't think I can put this on YouTube just because I'm so good at this game. Right? I don't think that's fair to them to just show me completely dominating them like this is Call of Duty or something. Like that wouldn't be fair to include this in the match, right? I mean, could you imagine being this mean of a person, including this just absolute beatdown in a YouTube video where everyone finally understands how good you are at Pokemon cards when PDCGL, even when PDCGL is actively trying to screw you over? Hi, YouTube. Yes. YouTube, say hi back. Say it back. But this is just why I like Ceruledge, is that it requires very little thinking. It's just watch the number on the screen go up and then you win. Right? It's like, yes, you do get screwed over by PDCGL quite often because, you know, I said in the opening, you just try not to mill your Briar early, or you hope to find your Palpad when you need it. So, of course, I milled the Briar early, and then the Palpad's at the bottom of the deck. This is what Trust Your Pilot playing PDCGL looks like in this day and age. It's just what happens. And when is Phantasmal Flames going to be legal? 2 weeks after it comes out, so the end of November. Okay, well, they're taking the KO. But yeah, I mean, I do have to find a Ceruledge. I do have to Obstagoon in Ceruledge a little bit. And they have to Iono me to 1. Well, that's useless. They can't use the bosses right now. Because I have game on board if they don't deal with this. They have to knock out the Ceruledge. They would have had to Iono or stamp me. Ooh, they got Prime Catcher. Wait, what? Why? What? Okay. Okay, are they just hoping that I don't have... I mean, that isn't the worst idea. They're just hoping that because I did overload the Cerula. All right, they're hoping I don't have it like that. Okay, I'm going to try, okay? I'm just going to try for the funny thing before we go for... Because we have the guaranteed win. And Ludicolo, you can watch Trust Your Pilot's YouTube video to find out more about what's coming out next week with the Mega Gengar and Diancie decks. I'll have several new videos coming out very soon. And there's the Fez. Yeah, what do we have any discard cards? We actually don't. But it doesn't matter because Trust Your Pilot's the GOAT. All right, you want to see this? You want to see this craziness? You want to see how good Trust Your Pilot is at Pokemon cards? Watch this. Watch this. Double discard. Didn't even need the bosses. Didn't even need Legacy Energy. That's how good I am. That is how good Trust Your Pilot is. He knows that you can use... Oh my god. You can use retreating to discard more energy. That's a 1000 IQ play right there. You know, if you learn one thing from this video, it's that Trust Your Pilot is a god, and you should always wear open-toed sandals so we can see your feet. You know what? That's worth removing the pinned. That's worth removing the 3 free packs. You know, if you didn't show up to the stream already, you don't deserve those free packs. Or you can just type ! drops and get them anyways. But you don't deserve those packs that I took from somebody posting on the subreddit. And Twitch viewers together strong, yes. Yeah, they're literally out on next Thursday. Next Thursday, we're getting 20% of Phantasmal Flames. And it's crazy. And the decks are different than Japan's decks. It's just really good. But yeah, like I was... okay. Mega Absol is still not a good... Like, this was my note. Mega Absol is still bad towards just that good. I went 2-0 against Absol during testing. Just don't attack. Battle Coliseum is out in a month, hurting Mega Absol. And Phantasmal Flames brings a new Char Cadet, Ceruledge, and Heat Burner. They're not like big changes. Slushy, watch the video, Slushies. No, Wonder Patch is not in the Diancie deck. Yeah, I'm gonna be that person. I'm gonna be that guy. Wonder Patch is not in the Diancie deck. Wondrous Patches. That's what? Oh, we're facing a burn deck. Oh my goodness, what the hell is this hand? All right, well, let's Squawk and Ball Torture, baby. That's what we like here. Press 1 if you enjoy some Squawk and Ball Torture. Well, we're just never getting what we need. I guess the Solrock goes down. I feel like I should probably not attach an energy, but let's see what happens. But again, 20 energy in the deck, several Earthen Vessel. Where are they? Where are you? I'm so sorry, PDCGL. I didn't mean this. Okay, so they're having a great turn 1. They're having the typical turn 1. Now we see, can Mega Camerupt beat Ceruledge? Unless this is just some sort of random burn deck, which I hope it's not. I hope we see some camels. I want to hump some camels. Hey, there we go. All right, here we go. Oh, they're playing the... Oh, no. Okay. They do need an energy. How did they get an energy, but I didn't? They have like 6 energy in the entire freaking deck. I have 19, and we've seen 4. All right, well, we have to retreat for sure. I honestly think it's an Iono play. You want to see some camel toes? Me too. But I think this is an Iono. This is absolutely an Iono turn. What the hell, PDCGL? Okay, we got the Lunatone. That's good. I don't like your Lunatone. Yeah, I had 6 energy in that first mulligan, which would explain why we haven't seen it since. Okay, yeah, I guess we just... Do I take the knockout of the Magmortar? Because you do 240. They only need 1 Magmortar to do the thingy thing. I think we play it safe here. I think we just play it safe and go for a Cosmic Beam. Hey, that's actually a good... Yeah, why is it Lunatone and not Lunastone, but it's a Sol Rock? That's a good one. I feel like you took that from somebody like a shower thought on Reddit. But yeah, that actually makes sense. Why is... And then Kite Prio is going to tell us why. Actually... No, I'm sorry. You're probably going to give a well-reasoned explanation. But yeah, I mean, it's... You know, change your thinking about the world, everybody. Don't let people tell you what's good and what's bad. Speaking of which, Mega Absol is not very good. It's just that Tord is that good. And speaking of Tord, they just used Tordid scales. They just used Torrid scales. Don't worry, Kite Pirate Prio, don't worry. I was just being, trust your pilot for a second. You know, most people have learned how to tune me out. I know them into all of this, by the way. Don't worry about it. Just tune me out. Just watch me in the background and let the ads roll. You know the song, Let the Thunder Roll. Just let the ads roll. And Lena, yeah, we're going to start learning about the next Japanese release soon, but I mean, I don't know. It always depends. Okay. Mega Camerupt is doing Mega Camerupt things. I know them into a 6-card hand. They got the hand down to 0. And then they Lilies for 8, and then they did nothing. So that is just, your typical, that's your good old Mega Camerupt deck, isn't it? Good old Mega Camerupt. Failing at everything. Yeah. I guess I get the Fez. Because what? They're going to be able to knock me out, but I might be able to shake and bake here and make some things Wait, what? Are you kidding me right now? Okay, I wasn't paying attention. Clearly, I should have been paying attention. What the hell, PDCGL? Do you see what happens when I try to play this game? Do you see? Do you see what happens when Trust Your Pilot tries to play Pokemon cards on TCG Live? I got into a fight with Never Gonna Let Me Down on the Discord, and I said, yeah, but none of those tournaments have been played on... Thank you. And Evil Evo, thank you. Prio, I'm doing terribly. We prized 2 of our Ceruledge, but I'm glad you're liking Mega Lucario. It's very good. They have to make a tough decision. I think we might go for another hit with a Sol Rock. We might hit them with a powerful Assault. And Mountain Dew, you show up as soon as a new viewer shows up, you got to ban them right away. But yeah, I got into a fight with Mr. Mountain Dew, who said, oh, if Mega Absol wins, that'll be 2 tournament-winning decks you were wrong about back-to-back, because then Zoroark, I think, won Pittsburgh. And Zoroark, not a good deck, but in the right toes, it can be good. Same with Mega Absol, not a good deck, but again, in the right toes, it can be playable. So they made an oopsie there. They should have discarded the energy to activate the fire. Wait, was there... Oh, they didn't have another Magmortar. Okay, so they couldn't. But if they had a Magmortar, they should have let the Sol Rock... They should have let the Sol Rock die to burn. because then that would have behooved them greatly. All right, can we get rid of enough energy this turn? Let's find out. My God, how do we get rid of all these stupid... Okay, here we go. We're going to be fine. We go Fez and Skibbity. And don't worry, Kite, that's just what Mr. Mountain Dew does. Oh my goodness, how many freaking fighting energy are left? So I have no fire energy left in the deck. I have just fighting energy. Another cool thing. That's great. Ooh, Ooh, I got a raging clue right now. Ooh, it's pointing in this direction. Okay, so... I mean, they only take one prize, right? But the problem is that I don't know if I have enough. But I also might not be able to get it up to 2-7. No, let's just go for it, right? Let's just retreat into the Sol Rock. They can only INO me down so low. Let's just go for the Cosmic Beam. And staying tied on prizes, I think, is really smart as well, because then they can't use Countercatcher. Because if you're a Mega Camera player, I know from experience, you want to play Countercatcher because you're going to be playing from behind very often. You're not going to be having many leads with this deck. Let's put it that way. And Slushies, what do you mean Zacian Matang? I've already done that in the past. Yeah, and if you haven't watched my video, oh my God, Wally's Compassion. Okay, well, I regret everything. I should have been a little bit more aggressive, but that's fine. We can do 340. So yeah, it's 240 for single energy if your opponent's active is burned. Volcarona's a lot tougher to get set up, and you have to discard an energy from your hand. And, you know, they're down a few already. But I think we can take this KO. I think we can do it. If we put, what, an INO and a Boss's Hors d'oeuvres back in the deck, I think we can do this. Press 1 if you believe, everybody. Let's go Palpad. Yeah, we want to Palpad the INO and the Bosses back in. We still have Briar. So we'll see how that pans out. Huh. Couldn't imagine a worse draw there. Great, thank you. Love that. Amazing. Amazing job. You're fantastic. All right. Get rid of Lunatone, go for some fighting energy. Oh, I did have fire energy. Nah, we got this. We're going to draw all of the cards. Worst case scenario, I can just Carmine. Oh, never mind. Worst case scenario, I can just Carmine. No, that's not happening. All right, so there's 270. I don't think we got it like that. I'm going to... Oh, goodness. Yeah, I guess we Night Stretcher for the Ceruledge back. And this will put him down to 3. But I guess what I do is I get rid of the Fire and the Char Cadet. Goodness. Yeah, I don't think it makes sense. I think we just put the damage on the camera. But what if they Wallies again? But then it's like there's no one on the bench that I want to actually hit into. Actually, no. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Trust your pilot is the smartest PDC jail player in history. As long as they don't have ignition energy, I just won this game. Unless they have a bosses, then I've majorly screwed up. I've majorly overestimated my abilities. But what's going to happen is I'm going to get Briar. So they're going to go for my Fez. I'm going to Super Rod the Fez back in. We're going to get the Briar. I'm going to put all my energy in the discard pile. And... Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, they do have the ignition. But that's fine, because we're going to win this game anyways. Okay, so there's the ignition. We're going to get the INO. They only take one prize. I mean, I have many chances to win this game. Thanks to Legacy Energy. That's 100% Legacy Energy over Brilliant Blender. Brilliant Blender gets you faster damage, but Legacy Energy stops you from losing the game. So it's like, yeah, you can do other things, but I'd rather not lose the game than have a little bit faster damage. All right, can we do this? I think we can, right? We go retreat, can Ceruledge one-shot this dude? Yes, very, very freaking easily. And then we go Lunar Cycle. I can't play with my balls. Wait, did I make an oopsie? Did Trust Your Pilot make an oopsie because he did the thing first? Uh-oh. Trust Your Pilot made a slight oopsie, everybody. He made an oopsie in his pants. Don't worry, it happens sometimes. It's nothing to be afraid of or ashamed of, as I was told by my teachers back in school. What about a terminal period? What does that sound like? Yeah, we'll just do that. And then we'll get the... Yeah, we have to get the Ceruledge. Actually, no, I should not have gotten the Ceruledge. That was dumb. I made another oopsie because I'm playing too quickly. All right, so let's play with our Dong. I guess we just Lunar Cycle. All right, and then... Yeah, Abysmal Flames. All right. And Kite Prio, you're back. You were only timed out because you got a free sub. So that's the rules here. If you get gifted a sub, you then get timed out. Those are the rules. And I really should not have grabbed that Ceruledge. I was too busy doing math. You know, this is supposed to be an Unga Bunga deck, but sometimes you have to do math. And I got distracted by that. It's like, you know, you put a nice pair of toes in front of me, I get distracted. But the thing is, even if they played Rigid Band, because I was trying to get Rigid a few times with this deck with Mega Camerupt, and I still did 370, right? I did 370, so even a Rigid Band would not have saved them. Right? They could have put a Rigid Band on this guy. Wouldn't have mattered. They have to go Countercatcher I&O, knock out my Pheasantipity to win this game. And they can very easily do that because they better have a freaking Countercatcher. You better win this game. Please tell me you have it. Please, you can't. It's not bullying if you give people money. It's not bullying if you give people money. They also don't have a Mag Mortar. Yeah. You're seeing why Camerupt isn't very good. Yeah, they got the I&O. Unfortunately, they're 10 damage short. So, yes, you're seeing why Camerupt is not the GOAT. 10 damage short. Needed to have, 3 separate stage 1s and a Fez. The reason they lost that game was because of that turn where I I-No'd them to 6. They used all 6 cards. Why would you concede? Why would you attack and then concede? Just let me take the prize. It's literally 2 seconds of your life to get like 50 extra experience. I don't like you. I'm talking to Mega Camerupt. I don't like you. You should have been much better. And even when you have all the cards at your disposal, like Volcarona, like Volcanion, like Mag Mortar, you're still not good enough, and you should be ashamed of yourself, Majin Mega Camerupt. Yeah, but you don't have to spend money to get the sub. And Kite Prio, yeah, they've changed the name. I had to Indielect, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. Wait, you subscribed for 3 months? Does that mean you subscribe for 3 months in a row? Yeah, 3 months in advance. I bet you I go on another break for 2 months and take your money. What are you going to do? Refund it? I'd like to see you try. Yeah, they've changed the name, so I had to go back and change the title of every single YouTube video, from crystals to trainer points and from credits to trade credits. And that was, that you should feel bad for me. Indielect, thank you. You've helped soften the blow. And let's go for, we don't care about that. Let's play a 22 energy, and then we'll play a 24 energy, and then we'll stop because then we can whack off with some rogue decks. Press 1 if you want to see me whack off because we're almost at the 1600s. Yeah, like I understand going back and playing older decks with new cards isn't very exciting. So that's why I have a bunch of road decks, right? So it's sort of like how, you start the stream, you eat your vegetables, And Indilek, hey, your insomnia is my... Wait, so this might be the only time you watch my stream, but you sub for 3 months in advance? You're like my favorite viewer now. Because there's not even an expectation that you'll continue to watch my content and watch my streams, but you still gave me money anyways. You know, you look at Jaw, 7 streams of gloom and despair, and then we got you saying, here's 3 months of money, and I might not even see you ever again. This is a terrible hand, by the way. This is one of the worst hands I've ever started. Well, it just got a lot better. Funny you should mention that. Yes, funny if we get this channel to 500 subs. Crazy how something like that could happen. I mean, I'm going to lose all my recovery cards, but you know, this deck has 22 energy. We'll be fine. Oh, we are not going to be fine. We are the opposite of... Oh, no, we have things for next turn. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We got legacy energy, and part of the leg is the feet. You know, we're fine. We're so screwed. This draw of 3 has to be good. But again, I play 22 energy in this list, and I only was able to get rid of 6 on turn 1. 22 energy. Oh, if there's one thing I'm good at, it's pumping. I'm just going to keep pumping stuff out, and we'll see what gets produced. Yeah, it's a crazy, like, 2-month stretch. That's why I took the break, is because Black Bolt and White Flare was so terrible, and I was kind of burnt out from live always breaking. I see your, oh, what was her name? The Netflix show? Philomena Conk on Earth? Yeah, that's what it was, right? But yeah, that's why I took the break, because really stale format, PDC GL always breaking, and then I knew that it's like a sprint to the end of the year, where it's Mega Evolution end of September, Mega Gengar, Mega Diancie Dex October, Phantasmal Flames November. Okay, now you're just trolling me, PDC GL. I built the perfect deck to battle this specific archetype, and you are saying nay. Yeah, I guess I got rid of those. I know I got rid of my recovery, but all we have to do to win is take 2 knockouts, right? That'll be fine. They have Latias, so I can't really do anything. We just have to keep discarding and keep hoping. Apparently, I forgot to put Ceruledge in the deck. That's cool. Love that. All right, well, let's go get a Ceruledge. We are not... Are you kidding me? We prized all 3 this time. We prized 2 last game. We prized all 3 this game. What? How is that even possible? How is that even possible that we prized 2 last game and all 3 this game? That is impossible. Are we going to prize 4 next time? Am I going to put 4 in the next one? We're going to prize 4? Indielak, how come I didn't come up with it? Well, I noticed that, right? I did notice. The problem with doing a different deck every single day is that I don't get to, you know, blow my load completely into it. So it's like, yeah, if I'd been able to fine tune it, you know, polish it like it's some toes, I would have been able to do it, because I definitely saw the potential with Monkey Dory and with Yveltal binding Mochi. There was a lot of potential with Mega Absol. It's just the fact that it gives up 3 prizes was the real problem. And yeah, PDCGL is one of the games of all... Kilometers, you have returned, thank you. PDCGL is one of the games of all time, that is for sure. And Mayav, yeah. But yeah, the Absol Kangaskhan, because I also, when I do decks like that, I want to focus on Mega Absol. I didn't want to pair it with like Mega Kangaskhan, because then that'd be a Kangaskhan Absol. Like, I try to focus on the cards. I know it's a bit of a cop-out, but I try to focus on the specific card. And Super Smash Card, I probably won't, because next week is a new format. I got like 5 videos I have to upload before then, and not enough days to do it. And then I got to do all the Gengar and Wondrous Patch decks. And then there's a bunch of decks that I wasn't able to get to from Mega Evolution that'll probably catch up on. Oh, hey, cool. And Hawk Shots, back shots, you're right. Hawk Tua, you are correct. Damn straight. They were too afraid of me. I guess whatever they were playing is not good against the rule. They might have been playing the Absol Kangaskhan box. They probably, well, they were playing a quad Pheasantipity deck. Flibble 0010. And remember, tomorrow is maintenance. And it's not bullying, it's payment. You know, what I can also do is I can turn it into sub-only mode, and then Zod can't say anything. Ludicolo, actually 300. I'm almost at level 300. I'll get Prestige 3. Prestige 3 is right around the corner, baby. I mean, not the best start, not the worst start. You gotta stuff Jengar into the Absol Kanga. I mean, it makes it better. I mean, not the best, not the worst. We'll take this stuff. Oh, hello. Okay, so I think we just go for Lunatone, Solrock. This is a 22 energy build of the deck. I mean, there's no way we don't get a Char Cadet off the other end. Oh, and fun fact, there was that game where I prized 2 Ceruledge. In the last game, I prized all 3 Ceruledge. That was another fun time. Fun times for Pilot over here. More fun times for Pilot. And then I guess I attach to the active so we can retreat that next turn. Because, yep, we got it. Okay, and then we just go... Ooh. Is this a Carmine turn? Or, no, I think I researched. I think I researched next turn. Because we're going to have a turn, a Timmy Turner to do nothing, right? I don't want to knock out a Riolu. There we go. See, that's what we want to do. Actually, this hand kind of is get rid ofable. Sure. You know, we can get rid of this. What's the worst that could happen? We get another Squawkabilly, and then we go Carmine. So Legacy Energy is going to be very important here, and then we just go end turn. Legacy Energy is going to be very important. Probably prized it. There's 22 energy. Mega Lucario has, what, 340? So that's 16 energy I need in the discard pile. And I'm going to be able to discard. And then we have Pheasantipity, so I think we'll be fine. You know, the Squawkabilly, I might just sacrifice it. Do I sacrifice it? No, I don't think I sacrifice the Squawkabilly because that could end up costing me the game because they just need to go Squawkabilly, Ceruledge if I can't find Legacy Energy. They're going to attach a Max Belt and play with their PP 3 times. I mean, hey, I'm not one to judge. But yeah, Harry Mama is obviously a huge problem in this matchup. Because it does 210 for 3 energy, which is great. And then, yeah, they can play with their PP. They can attach a Maximum Belt. They can do lots of things. Mega Lucario just takes knockouts. So it's playing around their Mega Lucario. Right? It's making sure I knock out their Mega Lucario at the right time and then not having too many 2-prizers. And it's the plane that walks. Were you a Magic player? All right, so I was going to say, they have to attach an energy somewhere, and the Riolu is by far the best option. Okay. Well, you may be noticing something that all of their Pokemon have 70 or more hit points, and that's not chill. You know what is chill? This hand. This hand's pretty goated. All right, so let's go retreat. Put 70 on the Riolu. Yeah, I think I can risk it for a certain biscuit. Because as long as I don't take a knockout, we are still in the driver's seat here. And yeah, let's just go Cosmic Beam. If we get Ionode, we're probably going to get Ionode into a bunch of energy, which is a little concerning. But if they take a single prize KO, that means they have to expose somebody, right? Like they might get an air balloon, retreat into the Sol Rock, Premium Power Pro twice, take the KO. But then that does open the door for me to boss the Riolu and knock out the Riolu with the energy. So if they go for the Sol Rock play, then I can do that. If they go for the Mega Lucario play, then I'm just trying to draw as many cards as I can and then get rid of all of them. Yeah, they're going for the Mega Lucario play, but they have to go Aura Jab, set up their bench, but they're going to... Oh, they got the Turo. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And they're going to knock out... Oh, are they going for a Charcadet? Who are they going for? Okay, they have to play with their... They have to do it twice. Gotta do it one more time. Okay, they're going for... No, they're going for Mega... No! That is the worst case... No! No! Okay. Oh, I was so worried there for a second. I was so worried for a second that they weren't going to get it. And I was like, did you just make a pilot-sized oopsie? All right, we got this. I mean, they're probably going to win, but we got this. Okay. How am I going to make this work? We don't have a fighting energy in hand. I think this is just get rid of these two, go for the Ceruledge. I made a mistake. I should have sent up the Sol Rock first and gotten rid of that energy. That was my bad. And then we flip the script. Okay, that's not cool. We have Legacy, Fire. We have a bunch of things. Nothing I want to recycle. So yeah, we just have to research. They actually might have this one. Are you freaking kidding me right now? All right, well, let's... we have 9 cards left and 2 of them are Ceruledge. Are you... Okay, we didn't prize Ceruledge, but we just... we prized 1 Ceruledge and then 2 were in the bottom 6. What kind of madness is this? What kind of hellscape have I wandered into where we either prize all of our Ceruledge or they're at the very, very, very bottom of the deck? That is crazy. A third of my deck is Ceruledge, and I have 6 cards left. Okay. Yeah, they're going to Harry Mama my Fez and Skibidi, but that's okay. Because we're going to be able to take a knockout and win the game. And Violet Genesis, PDCGL is trying to screw me over at every opportunity. Okay, but as long as they don't get what they need this turn, we're going to be fine. As long as they can't knock out the Fez, or even if they do knock out the Fez, we're okay. As long as they can't knock out my Ceruledge, but that's also not great. Oh my god. I can't believe this. Oh no, we only prized 1 Ceruledge this time, but you can't get them out of your deck. Okay, so we can knock out the Mega Lucario. I don't need to discard the energy from Sol Rock right now. We can just go Legacy Energy. Oh, wait, no, we have to top deck a Ceruledge here. Thank you. Okay, we had to top deck the Ceruledge or else that would have gone terribly. And then, do I have an Iono in this list? I don't think so. All right, and then... Yeah, it's just Abysmal Flames, I guess. And then they'll Harry Mama. If I have an Iono, now would be the time to get it. Nope. Maybe they'll get scared. Maybe they'll get scared of a potential Iono. And they will evolve into Mega Lucario and I'll win the game. That'd be pretty sick. Okay, well, that's a dong. We have a Ceruledge. As long as we don't get Iono'd, we'll be fine. If we get Iono'd, then we're really screwed. But they're also in a situation where they have to get their final 2 Premium Power Pro, or they have to get their maximum belt plus a Premium Power Pro. Okay, well, that'll be for next turn. There's a Fartazon. Interesting stuff is taking place right now. And I think I might be able to come back from this. If they whiff this KO... Huh. I don't actually know what I'm supposed to do next turn. Right, because they whiff the KO. Do I go for the Riolu? If I go for the Riolu, that locks out Mega Lucario. But they're currently... I mean, there's nothing I can really do. I guess I go for the Riolu? Because that's their energy accelerator? Yeah, I guess we just have to go for the Riolu. Attach the fire there. And then Abyssal Flames. And then I think we win. And then I think knocking out the... Yeah, because they can use the Solrock. But I don't have Iono, which is the problem, right? They have a bunch of hairy mamas. And they've been able to get their energy. So yeah, I think they win. Because they just need to gust up Lunatone or a Solrock and then knock it out with the hairy mama. So if I can get... I think a boss is left in the deck. And I have a... I can get myself down to 0 cards in deck. Yeah, they have Gust with Hairy Mama. And, oh, we can look at their hand. We can look at a card in their hand. Oh, wait, their boss is saying already. That's very smart. That is the smartest thing they could have done. Obviously, an Iono would have won us the game, but I don't think this list has one. All right, yeah, so they win. That was... Unless I have Briar, which I don't think I do. We're going to check the list after this. But I don't think I have Briar. Yeah, we have bosses and that. Yeah, so they just win. We're going to check the list, though. We're going to check the list, and if Briar's one of those damn 2 prizes, I'm going to be very upset. But I know that I had to... make some cuts to make room for the 22 energy, and then there's another list with 24 energy. Oh, they have 1 left. Oh, yeah. So there we go. Yeah, Briar does nothing. But I was just wondering, is Briar in this list? Is Briar in the list? That's what we have to remember. I got to check these lists. I got to be like Santa Claus and check these lists. There's no Briar. We're going to try it again. I think, yeah, just this is what I was talking about. You know, this is why I featured Mega Lucario day 1, is because you don't need to really put more than 1 Mega Lucario into play. And just as a heads up, if it's down to the person who's gifted well over 100 subs and a non-sub, the non-sub is getting the ban, because all I care about is money. I mean, your feelings also matter to me, but I mean, money makes the world go round. Yeah, exactly. Money. And puts toes in the mouth. You're right. Puts toes in the inbox, if you know what I mean. Yeah, see, we're on the same wavelength. Yeah, remember, the game is offline for 8 hours tomorrow. I will try to stream. So remember when we had that really terrible stream last week or the week before? I'm going to do that again. We're going to leave it till the last minute. And Mr. Mountain Dew, thank you for the gifted sub. And I Am Legend is banned. I Am Legend wanted a clean break, so I decided, you know what? Let's ban I Am Legend. You know, give I Am Legend a full clean break. Okay, again, you never know. When you see the stupid Monkey Dory, it's like this could be any of like 7 different decks. I have to go and get the Charcadet turn 1. Yeah, because I have to attach the legacy energy. So we have to go Chark it at turn 1. And then legacy energy, because you never want to let that go. That's why sometimes it makes sense to not attach when you got it. Oh, crap. Oh, this is fine. I don't think I Squawkabilly, right? Because I don't know what we're facing. That's the problem, is if your opponent starts a Monkey Dory, or they start a Solrock or a Lunatone, you have no idea what you're facing. It could be any of like 5 different decks. And never gonna let me down. I think if you time someone out, that unbans them. And yeah, Lunar Shade, you got gifted a sub, so you're timed out. And Ludicolo, I mean, hey, keep begging. Everyone loves it when people beg. And Walking Plane, yeah, Alakazam, imagine that. So we aren't down to Jet Energy. They try to trap anybody. I think this is, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this might be Gardevoir. I'm not sure. I'm still a little unclear about what we're facing right now. But it could be Gardevoir. And Ludicolo, your wish is granted. We're almost at 200 paid subs, by the way. Thanks to Moonshadow and Ruckman and Mr. Mountain Dew and just everybody. All right, well, let's go. I guess I just attach. We just attach because we have the knockout. As long as I can get a Ceruledge. Of course not. We're never going to find a freaking Ceruledge ever again in this deck. Can I get a Ceruledge? We're never getting a Ceruledge. And Insane Mari, it'll be in the YouTube video. Don't you worry. Or you can watch my old decks with new cards video. I think it's in there. Might not be though. So because they're playing a Monkey Dory deck, attaching a Fighting and putting 70 on a Frillish, kind of a bad idea. But if they get a little penisy and only want to keep that Ralts, yeah, forgot to include Ceruledge again, apparently. But if they only have the one Ralts, then we're just in too deep. No, they give you a sub and then they time you out. That's, you know, they get their Solrocks off by doing that. I appreciate it. You know, it's the price you have to pay. Okay. Oh my god. Wait, I just knock out the Ralts. What kind of a player are ya when you just put one Ralts in there? What's wrong with you? Let's just go for another Charcadet. Okay, so we have all 3 Ceruledge. We're just never going to find them. Who only puts one Ralts into play? What a crazy person. All right, this is fine. We just draw all of the cards, and then we go Cosmic Beam, and then, I mean, are they just going to keep attacking with Jellicent? Is that their strat? Just lock me out of items and tools? But joke's on you, Fire XXY. I am a tool. Oh, man, you know, you think you know a deck. You think you know a deck you created with 22 energy in it just to see how much damage a Ceruledge can do because you had so many issues with Ceruledge not doing enough damage. And then PDCGL is just like, what if you never found your Ceruledge? What about that, Trust Your Pie? Oh, they're really... Okay, they're really grasping at straws here. They're really hoping that I just don't have it like that. Oh, I have it like that. And Insane Mari, sleep is for the tired, or sleep is for nerds. You leave my stream on in the background at least. I will more lull you to sleep. Oh yeah, Insane Mari. Time to go to sleep, buddy. You've had a long day. Gotta be rested for tomorrow so you can make money. And then if you make money, you can sub to me. And if you sub to me, then I can buy more foot lotion. It's a great trade. I'm gonna lose this game, aren't I? Gardevoir always beats me off. Okay, there's a Squawk. I mean, we're gonna get the worst draws here. I know it. Interesting. Wait, 190 and then that's 60. So I don't have enough to get there. Insane. Wait, you gave out a sub? That doesn't make sense. All right, well, let's see how this goes. And let's hope that milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. All right, let's go for a Cosmic Beam. I'm going to be a little weird here, like a weird deer. So they're going to knock out my Solrock. I'm going to let them also, like, I guess, hit into my Ceruledge or something. And Insane Mari, thank you. But I wanted to try a different line of play here that doesn't make any sense, because I don't believe in the heart of the cards. And I guess the rise of, or the re-rise of Jellicent is why people are playing Iron Bundle a little bit more. Is, you know, I analyze a lot of Japanese lists. I've been doing it a lot. Like, I've been looking at way too many Japanese lists lately. And the consensus is, hey, oh wait, do I just, how much do you do? You do 160, right? 160, 270. Oh my God, if they have another Monkey Dory, I hate my life. But I think we just let him knock out the Char Cadet. Yeah, see, that's why I didn't, because I knew they had it. No, Sharknado is not cope. It is just not, it hits the right numbers with Gravity Mountain, is what I'll say. It hits the right numbers when you have Gravity Mountain in play. The problem is that it's a 3-prizer, and it has to be damaged in order to hit those numbers, and it requires quite... Oh no. I've soiled my pants again. Okay, no, actually, if I go for the Fez... Hang on, if I knock out the Fez and Skibidi, that might be good. We also get access to our items right now, so let's go Nest Ball for Solrock. Okay, never mind. We're gonna scratch that from the record. All right, and then we go Squawk our Billy. I guess I get... We have a fighting in hand. Let's get another fighting, and then we go... Oh, yep, we go... Flip the script. Okay, now we go for the Solrock. We get Solrock and no fire. And ginger ale. Ginger ale's for old people. Okay, cards I also don't want. All right, so do I have a Ceruledge? For the first time, do I have a Ceruledge in the discard pile? No, I don't. So Char Cadet's getting knocked out. I guess I go Night Stretcher for a fire energy just because things are not looking good. All right, then Abysmal Flames. You looking to be timed out? Drinking that ginger ale. All right, well, I don't play Briar in this list. I'm starting to think the Briar might actually be a better card than I originally gave it credit for. Same with Turo's Scenario. You know, there's a reason why most Ceruledge lists are capped at about 19 energy, is because then you have room for Turo's Scenario, then you have room for Briar, then you have room for Ino or Palpad. Which really helps, because I would appreciate, like, any of those cards in most of the matchups. Like, I just went for max damage. But we're learning right now that you don't necessarily want to go for max damage. You want to be able to have a little bit more flexibility. I don't know. Yeah, and they're just going to do Gardevoir things. Ooh, they're going to go for the knockout of my Ceruledge. But they have to activate Legacy Energy. Are you drinking Mountain Dew Code Red or Baja Blast or whatever... Blue Ice or whatever they got? You're liking 20? Yeah, I think 22 is a bit much. I just ended up coming up short of knockouts a lot of the time. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, like I have a 24 energy list that we'll play next, and that's maybe a little too much. All right, so the Char Cadet does survive. And we have a Ceruledge, so we actually might get out of this. Crazy to think we could get out of this. I don't know if we will. YouTube audience, I'll keep this in the video as long as the game doesn't go on for another 20 minutes. Because it's a Gardevoir player, but we can be down to 1 prize right now. We can absolutely be down to 1 prize right now. So let's go get rid of the energy. There's another. So I think that's game, right? Because they can't do enough, I believe, in a thing called love. And if I go attach to you, I can't see what's in the deck, but I'm pretty sure we have the knockout. Yeah, we have the knockout. And then if they take a revenge KO, I'm pretty sure we're fine. But like, what do I need the Night Stretcher for, right? I think we just go research, have 310 damage on board. We got everything. There we go. We win. Yeah, they've been playing a lot faster. This is not your typical Gardevoir player. They're actually playing quickly. Like, are you feeling okay, Fire? You're a Gardevoir player that hasn't taken 10 minutes to take a single prize. Least done do, Mr. Mountain Dew. Okay, yeah, see, this is why I got rid of that extra energy, because Gardevoir has 310 hit points. They could just, like, knock out the Fezandipity, and if they knock out the Fezandipity, then, and I know me to 1, then we might not be able to get that energy in the discard pile, but I had to cross my streams with the Ceruledge, because I had to put 2 energy on each, because, you know, the things could happen. You never really know. And I will say, I feel like I'm going to see someone attack a Terra. I just have this like spidey sense that someone is going to try to attack a Ceruledge with a Screamtail or some sort of Terra, because I haven't had anyone activate that effect in a very long time. Are you kidding me? They're going for it? So they can do the thingy thing. If they get a Darkness Energy, they can do the de-evolution thingy thing. And this is what I was afraid of, but we will have a turn. I just won't be able to win. You were going to Ceruledge. Obstagooning is always another option, but they just need a Darkness Energy. If they get a Darkness Energy, they win. So they're being kind of a butt face if they do have it. Oh, no, wait, they don't have it. They're 10 short. Hey, attaboy, Charcadet having 70 hit points. Mr. Stompy, Mr. Hooves for feet. Oh, okay, well, we win. Yeah, that I don't know. I don't quite know what that was, but yeah, even if they had it, they were again, what? No, hey, I can't do math either. I'm not one to judge, but I will judge the fact that they conceded after the de-evolution when I had game and their timer was lower than mine and they were playing Gardevoir. Gardevoir players should not be allowed to concede on the last turn of the game when they're about to lose, because you always know their timer is going to be lower. And you can tell they're a Gardevoir player because they're wearing shoes. So let that be a lesson. If you're a Gardevoir player, you wear shoes. Everyone else who's cool, you let those grippers breathe. I've got good news, everybody. The YouTube video is complete. We can whack off. Who's ready to whack? I mean, I do want to play the 24 energy build just once, just to say I did. But who's ready to whack off? And yeah, this was a Japanese list that did something, but no. The grippers gotta breathe, Frio, and never gonna let me down. Thank you for being you. What deck do you want to see first? Do you want me to play the Tyro deck again, or do you want me to play Stinkaton, the baby Tinkaton, not the EX? I'll save that for Wondrous Patch. Do you want to see Centistorch or whatever the hell else I built? And Walking Plane, baby Tink. Okay. Walking Plane, you have to remember that a lot of people spend a lot of money to travel to these events, to book a hotel, to, pay the fine for when the judge catches them sniffing feet. Oh, wow, I should not have played this version. I should have just gone for a road deck. That's what you have to understand, is that people spend a lot of money to go to these tournaments. They don't want to be in a situation where I took Alakazam, they were running Mist Energy, I went 0-3 drop, and now I'm out $1,000. And Silly Dead Clown, you see, I know, Silly Dead Clown, see? You're the worst. And Insane Mari, grazie. Portabella. Wine. I was just trying to list the things I know about Italy. The second season of The White Lotus. That was in Italy, right? Yeah, so that just if you're ever wondering, yeah, Mario, Burlesconi. I'm a fan of Burlesque. And Silly Dead Clown, yeah, you're gonna laugh. Sorry, you're gonna apologize while you drink your $1 million. I don't know. I was trying to make a joke about how you win tournaments with Gardevoir, so you're gonna dry your tears with $100 bills. Yeah, that's the thing. You take Alakazam, you risk running into someone who teched for Alakazam with like a mist energy, and if you don't have enhanced damage, you're just like, oh well, that was a fun tournament. So you take the deck you think has a good chance to win or that you're familiar with, that you think you can play for 12 hours, right? Because remember, Alakazam, you have to count the cards in your hand. You have to have a die just sort of sitting there counting the amount of cards that are in your hand. You're going to have to constantly be counting the cards in your hand. You have to know the math. You have to constantly check your discard pile. Yeah, it's just, there's just too many things that can go wrong. Am I going to not be able to play the game? Am I just not going to be able to play the game? Well, we've lost 2 games to Absol Kangaskhan. The first one we lost because we prized all 3 Ceruledge. The second one we lost because we couldn't find a Nest Ball or a Swakabilly or a Supporter or a Lunatone Solrock or an Earthen Vessel or anything. So in the games where I've had a playable hand, I have not lost to Absol Kangaskhan. In the games where I haven't had a playable hand, I have obviously lost. Yeah, just way too much counting. With Absol Kangaskhan, all you have to do is count to 6, right? If you can count to 6, you can play this deck for days, right? You can have your period for days. And you can Claw of Darkness quite a bit as well. So it's just much easier to deal with. All right, well, who wants to play some rogue decks? Who said something about rogue decks, baby Tinkaton? And remember, Alakazam gets better with Wondrous Patch next week, so I'll be playing, I think, just the Tinkaton Alakazam list, just because that's more fun. All right, I have Gargle on D's nuts. So yeah, we have a Garganacl list, but let's play Tinkaton. So this is the actually, I should probably look at the list. I don't remember what's in it. All right, so we just discard their energy. That is the whole strat. We just discard their energy, and what could go wrong? Probably should be in casual for this. Not next week, but I probably will get around to it. Just because, again, it's 3 weeks between the start of the... I'm doing air quotes. You can't see. I'm doing air quotes. The start of Phantasmal Flames and actual Phantasmal Flames. So I have to sort of balance it between new decks, because I don't want to do like 10 Mega Gengar decks in a row and then like 2 Wondrous Patch decks. I have to do some decks from this format that I couldn't get to. I have to do like Tinkaton Alakazam. I don't want to just do a straight revisit of Alakazam. And Mr. Yeah, you're tired of me winning. And tomorrow will be Garchomp, assuming the game is back online within about 6 hours. So tomorrow's Garchomp. I've learned that Forest of Vitality actually not as busted as I thought it was going to be during my limited testing. But we'll be doing some Garchomp. I got some wacky lists there. But yeah, for the rest of the stream, let's just do some road decks. I haven't really looked at what else I have because I thought this would take like 2 hours to find a deck. Well, there's got to be something crazy I got in here that I haven't... I mean, that's not very crazy. I'm looking at what I got. That's not very... Well, that's literally the worst matchup first. Yeah, like Azumarill is not weird. Yeah, we got Sharknado. I mean, I guess Bramblegast and Fortress is fun. And then, yeah, I was planning on playing Palafin this week as well. That seems like a fun one. And Meganium Porygon Z could be interesting, though probably not. Because, I mean, come on, it's a Meganium deck. We all know Meganium is a lie. So I have lots of road decks. So yes, I basically, once I'm able to get a YouTube video out of the headlining deck, then we'll just whack off. And wouldn't that... Can VTuber models even do air quotes? Do we possess that technology? Has that technology been printed yet? And my other thought process with road decks is that I think I'll do like a compilation video. Like if I get one good game from each of like 3 or 4 different road decks, I'll just put them in a video and just like put the list in the description and just be like, hey, here's some fun decks to play. Because making a full video, what I've learned is that playing a janky road deck for 3 hours to get 3 playable games is not really lucky, or not really likely to happen. And Mr. Mountain Dew, hey, maybe one day. Okay, so we have Toad School. We have Toad School. All right, so let's go. Yeah, this seems like what I do. We hit him with the Luminous, and then Lilies for 8. And then we move the grass to the Golden Go, baby. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's actually terrible. All right, cool. Was not expecting this. So actually, no, I think we move it to the Miraidon. And then, yeah, we just pass the turn. So the Elgium. Silly Dad Clown, hey, I have all the power here. I can ban you if you keep up this shoe talk. Yeah, that's the nice thing about Meganium is that it doubles grass energy. You don't have to play it in a grass deck. So, yeah, Elgium is an annoying card. Just moving energy from one of your opponent's Pokemon to another of their Pokemon. Not fun, but, you know, whatever. And, I mean, I can load up the Fez. I just don't know if that's 100% necessary. But obviously a deck with this much energy is a terrible matchup. Like Ceruledge would be a decent matchup for this deck because it's all about making sure they have no energy on their active. So Ceruledge will be fine because they're just like, oh, I'm just going to go autopilot, get rid of 100 energy turn 1. And then I'll be like, oh, well, now you can't recover it. And now you're screwed. And you can, no, don't be evil. Don't get me to, oh no, don't get me to 200 paid subs. I would be so angry. Okay, mods ban J Mills forever. All right, so Toad Scroll. And then I guess I Tinkatuff. Let's see, are we going to hit our first haphazard hammer? I highly doubt it. Oh, we did. We hit our first hammer. Everyone get excited. We hammered our opponent. And Mr. Mountain Dew, thank you for the money, but how dare you? How dare you give someone free stuff on my behalf? All right, then we go Slight Shift. Move that Lightning to the Miraidon. So if you can't recall, Tinkaton does 240 minus 60 for each energy attached to your opponent's active. Obviously, a deck that has an attacker who gets 4 energy on it is not great for us. But I do play 4 Crushing Hammer. We have the Tinkatuff, which is a Crushing Hammer for their active when you evolve into it. And then, of course, I have the Smithereen Smash Tinkatink, the promo one. If you didn't know, the best Tinkatink in Standard is only available as a promo, so it is 400 credits to craft. Okay, are they just going to go for an arm press, or do they have another energy in hand, and I hate my life? They have another energy in hand, and I hate my life. Okay, but... Oh, I don't have a playable hand. I was going to say, but we can knock out that Fez. Oh, wait, I don't have a playable hand. Okay, that's less cool. That's really less cool. Okay, so let's evolve into you. Let's go Tinkatuff. Maybe we can get rid of that lightning energy. Hey, okay, we're hitting our Tinkatuffs. That's okay. I'll take that. And then we get this guy. We go Airy. Watch them have nothing. Oh my god, they have another freaking lightning in hand. Yeah, well, what if you have to use it to retreat? What about that, buddy? I mean, they are saying that shoes are a good thing. You know, if shoes are so important, how come we're not born with them, huh? Exactly. That's what I thought. You have no rebuttal to that one. But like, this card seems terrible right now because we're facing a deck that wants to have like 16 energy in play at once. This card seems bad. But against Dragapult, which has like 7 energy and most of them are special, then we win every single game because I'm goated in the sauce like that. And like Golden Go, free matchup because they only have 1 energy. I just have to hit a Crushing Hammer and we can Brave Bangle knock out a Golden Go. So there's, oh god, they got everything. How are they getting everything? This is cruel and unusual punishment. I only like that kind of stuff when there's hot wax dripping on my nipples. Okay. But yeah, just if you don't use it, I highly recommend, instead of using TCG Live for deck building, I highly recommend just using Limitless. So just my.limitlesstcg.com. That is what I use for all my deck building because it's a million times better than Live. And it's a lot easier just to add cards to your deck instead of having to click on the card. You just hover over the card and a plus sign appears. It's really crazy technology. But I'm looking at my deck. It's like I won't be able to get to Conkeldurr. I won't be able to get to King Gambit. You know, maybe I should get to King Gambit before Battle Coliseum comes out. So again, just because we're entering the new format next week doesn't mean I'm not going to be focusing on Mega Evolution cards and decks. It just means I have to like do a half and half kind of thing. Sort of like when you date 2 twins at once and then you have one for even days of the week and one for odd days of the week. And they can't arm press, so they have to amp me very much. But I can't bosses and do anything because they're fully ready. So maybe like Tool Scrapper is not the worst card. Sandals and socks are pretty meta though. My god, we just gotta ban all these people. Mr. Mountain Dew, what have you done? What have you done letting this heathen into our midst? Okay, so they had to do that. If I just top deck a Metal Energy, we can knock out something. All right, well, let's see what happens. Maybe we'll get something next turn. I probably should have put the Badoo down. Lunar, what is that your version of Give Me Liberty or Give Me Death? Give Me Toes or Give Me Ban? All right, well, it doesn't seem like they're playing fast, so let's double check the list, make sure I put enough supporters, and that I can blame PDCGL for my failures and not my deck building. Okay, so yeah, we also had a Cleffa. The Blood Moon Ursaluna, I don't know about that one. So we have 4 Iono, 4 Lilies, and a Cleffa. But I feel like Countercatcher over Bosses is probably better. Like, is there a better... Is there a better option here than like 2 Bosses, 2 Countercatcher? Like, I have a Fez, but I don't have any balls. Oh, I don't have any balls. That's what the problem is. All right, so let's get rid of... Let's add 2 Ultra Ball. That's the issue. That I was looking for them, and the issue is that I have no balls. So we get rid of a Bosses, and I think we just get rid of Blood Moon Ursaluna, and we just try to go for... We just try to go for the annoying victory here. All right, Sad Chew, you're about to get much sadder because you're playing almost a Prestige 3 PDCGL player. Hey, Clamburglar, all we need to do is get 1 game with that Tyroad deck, and I will upload a video. I'll just pair it with like other no shoes, no balls, no service, damn straight. I'll just pair it with a couple other road decks. So I just like give me 1 game. If I didn't get baited in that 1 game with Tyroad that I would have won, like, oh, what if they have Briar? If I hadn't panicked and listened to chat, things would have gone smoothly like my feet. Now here's the question. Do we go for the turn 1 Airy? I guess it depends what we're facing. What? I have not faced this deck in I don't even know how long, and then we get it back to back? Like, the worst matchup for this deck. PDCGL is such a weird game, right? Like, you can't... I haven't faced a Lightning deck in over a week, and then we play a Tinkaton deck that needs them to have a little bit less energy, and then we get it back to back. This is a conspiracy. This is absolutely a conspiracy. Oh yeah, we also prized the Toadstool. So we prized the Tefa, we prized the Cleffa and the Toadstool. Or the Toadstool. Both cards that I need to win. Well, actually, I mean, the Dynamo kind of screws me over regardless, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, I think press 1 if I should concede, because I think this is an unwinnable... That Lightning Energy was an Area 0. That Lightning Energy is an Area 0, by the way. Press 1 if I concede, press 2 if you enjoy watching me suffer. And press 3 if that Area 0 also kind of looks like a Regice. So what I'm gathering is that you enjoy watching me suffer. Great. Kite, thank you for being the only person who cares about me. What's a 9? Are you German? Okay, well, we're just gonna Lilies. Okay, we can give them a handy. There's Elgium, and how many? Oh, we prized a Tinkatuff as well, but we have 2 rare candy. God, we just prized everything, didn't we? All right, so let's go. Let's get this guy out of the deck. And then attach that there. May as well put... Oh, I should have put the Handy Fan into play, but we'll be fine. No, they're gonna concede. They're gonna get nothing good, and they're gonna concede. Those are the rules. They're gonna be my best friend, and they're gonna concede. They're gonna be like, damn, I can't do anything. I just have to concede this game. I'm facing Trust Your Pilot. He's playing, obviously, a really good Tinkaton. See, if I'd had the Toadstool. Wait, did they just Night Stretcher for the energy and then immediately discard it? We're facing off against a psychopath, everybody. They just Night Stretchered for an energy to research it away. This is true psychopath territory. If you felt a bead of sweat drop down your leg into your toe cracks, that was because we're facing a psychopath. Speaking of psychopaths, isn't it crazy that the PDCGL dev is like, hey, what if we scheduled maintenance for like right after a set? For like, sorry, right after a regionals? You know, what if we, yeah, there's no way I can win. There's absolutely no shot. Like, what if, hey, you know how people need a day of travel to get back to where they live? What if the people who won Milwaukee couldn't stream when they come back? Wouldn't that be hilarious? Wouldn't it be so funny if we didn't let, you know, our biggest creators in the space or, you know, our biggest names in the space play the game when they get back and stream it and the wacky deck they created? Wouldn't that be hilarious? Just so, the decisions they make are just so weird to me. It's like they go out of their way. They go out of their way to make the weirdest decision. It's like the update is what? They're adding new hair colors. They're adding new hair colors and they're giving us some spooky wood. And then new dark hex themed home screen and new avatar hair colors. And oh, we got to fix that Sinistcha EX. And it's like you're preventing the people who, you know, traveled all the way to play your game. And then when they get back, they're going to find out that the client they should be using is offline. You know, the first major tournament of the brand new format. Just not nice. It's not, it's what Twitch viewers would say is not PogChamp. Yeah, I went there. I said it. It's not PogChamp. Okay, yeah, I mean, the stupid electric is going to cause me to lose this game. And also, if I just had the Toad School, I'd feel slightly better. But, of course, I don't have the Toad School. But we're flipping heads on Tinkatuff. Is there some sort of glitch going on right now where you're always going to flip heads? Okay, that's fine. I'll take that. And then we go Elgium. That goes there. Oh, I can't attack. That's fine. We were going to flip tails anyway. It doesn't matter. We were going to flip tails anyway. But I guess the only way that I can win this game is if I get the Toad School off the prizes, prevent them from recovering their electric, and then just do that. Right? I think that's the only way we can win. Mr. Mountain Dew, I would uninstall the game forever. I would uninstall the game forever if that became a rule. If they got rid of sandals, if they added socks, if they made socks mandatory with sandals, immediate uninstall. Just immediate. Okay, so if I just put all the energy on the Latias, do I win? I think I win if just all the energy goes on Latias. So let's do that. Energy search. I have to put an energy on the Elgium. That's fine. And then Airy. I've never hit an Airy. That's kind of interesting. I shall say. That's kind of interesting that I've never hit an Airy. But I guess that was the strat all along. I put 3 handy fans in the deck, and I'm never seeing those as well. And Tom Toast, I think that's more of an insult to say that your wife says you look better wearing more clothes. And yes, I'm choosing to insult someone who thinks that socks are good. You know, if you were subbed, I would be nice to you. Yeah, how bang. See? That's more of a cell phone than you think it is. Wait, what does that have to do with anything? Your curated position to make high visibility safety jackets mandatory. I bet you also like light up shoes, you weirdo. And just so you know, there's 82 people here right now. If 5 people typed 1 right now, I would concede this really boring game and move on to something a little bit more fun. Because remember, if I was playing Tyrogue, we would hit all of their Pokemon for weakness. So I'm going to switch to the Tyrogue deck. Because we play fighting. Thank you. So I'm going to switch to the Tyrogue deck. Do you think we're going to get Manectric for a 3rd game in a row? Or Iron Hands for a 3rd game in a row? I guarantee you we won't. I guarantee you that. Thank you, Pika. Oh, wah, wah, wah. I guarantee you we're not going to see it again because we switched to a deck that has a plus matchup against it. So yeah, just I do apologize that I might miss a couple streams over until next Thursday, just because I'm looking at how like the maintenance throws my schedule out of whack because I really don't like streaming on Wednesdays. That's when Mistress Paddlebottom, that's when I need to recover from what Mistress Paddlebottom does to me on Tuesday. So yeah, it just throws so many things out of whack. All right, Tyrogue start. We got 4 of them in the deck. Cleffa starts fine. We got the goated Grusha. You know, I'm never going to stop making that joke that I want to see what's under Grusha's parka. Because it's like, yes, I understand Grusha's a man. I mean, I can still be interested about what's underneath the parka. But it's the fact that people think that I'm just doing that. I won't stand idly by when you make fun of, okay, actually, they're playing, like, Slowking or something. We should be fine. I will not take the slander against light up shoes. Yeah, just like, it's just such a cheap, easy joke, and it always farms comments, right? Whenever I say, like, oh man, I wish I could find out what's underneath Grusha's parka. Damn, I bet they're hiding some secrets under there. It always gets like, hey, you know Grusha's a dude, right? Or like, isn't Grusha a dude? It's like, yes, but it farms engagement. And it's just a cheap, easy joke. It's like when late night talk show hosts are talking about like stomach issues and they mention like Taco Bell or Chipotle. And like you know the joke is coming, and it's like it was funny the first 2 times, and then the 200th time it's not, and it's Slowking. Worst matchup possible. Because I don't have my Rabska. If I had my Rabska, we'd be fine. We don't use the P word here, Mr. Mountain Dew. We use the A word or C word. Aficionados, connoisseurs, appreciators. We don't use the P word here. But do you see what happens? As soon as I switch to Tyrode, we get our worst matchup possible. Okay, so we're going to evolve into you. And I think this is a Grusha... No, this is an Ino turn. I know it gives them an extra card, but the rest of the cards in my hand aren't very good. I need a Rabska. And we also got a natural stack. That's pretty good. So I need Rabska. Please tell me Rabska's in the deck. Okay, good. And yeah, we can go for a Nactly, I think. Let's Grasping Draw. Now we just have to hope they don't get the knockout of my Relor this turn. As long as Relor survives this turn, we're fine. Because then they can't do Kyurem things, but I mean, it's highly likely they just have Slowking, or they have Xatu, Accelerate, Jet Energy, Academy at Night, Kyurem, take 3 prizes, Trust Your Pilot is sad, and I don't know why I didn't go and get the Relor turn 1. Oh, they just have it that way. They want it that way. Maybe they don't have the Kyurem. That would be something. Yeah, you don't have the Kyurem. Obviously, they don't have the Kyurem. They're going to go get a Ultra Ball for a Kyurem, aren't they? Wait, what? Are they... So they don't have an Ultra Ball for a Kyurem, so they're going to have to draw with Xatu for a Kyurem? Interesting. That's... Okay, no, they must have it, right? They're just prepping for next turn? Though, I mean, once you take out the Relor, I don't think you have to prep for next turn. Yep, there it is. All right, Tyrode, I believe in you, buddy. I believe in you, Tyrode. You can flip all the heads. You can flip all the heads. You can do this, buddy. I also should have saved the Ino. Can we top deck an Ino? Nope, that's not an Ino. All right, let's go. Get rid of the Brave Bangle and the... Sure, doesn't matter. We're going to go get the Fez. We need an Ino. That is absolutely what we need right now, is we need an Ino. Before we can get to some pow punching, we need some Ino. Okay, well, we got Lively Stadium. All right, that's that. And then we go Lily's Determination. Okay, Nactly down. Oh, we got this. We so got... I'm gonna Premium Power Pro. We're gonna flip what? 6 heads? We need 6 heads, I think, to take the knockout. We got this. We absolutely... Wait, we actually... Oh my god. Oh, what the hell? I mean, it doesn't matter because they're just gonna do the same thing over again. But I mean, we'll take that. We'll take a single knockout in a terrible matchup. But again, you can't watch a Trust Your Pilot stream and not think that there's someone at the Pokemon Company Exactly. Someone at the Pokemon Company watching, waiting, commiserating, and saying it ain't so, because I will not go. Yeah, I'll just give up. Because we went from a plus matchup to literally the worst matchup in history. But I believe in Tyrode, right, Mr. Katz? I believe in Tyrode. We're going to win a game with this deck. Not today, but someday. One day. Later that day, one day we'll win a game with Tyrode, and it'll be a glorious day. And it'll be one of those, where were you when they built a ladder to heaven moments. Yeah, Mr. Cat, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of decks we can beat off. Just not Slowking. Definitely can't do that. But I believe, because I already have the title for this deck, for this video. I already have, oh my god. Apparently 10 basics isn't enough. What am I, not basic enough for you? Yeah, I can beat them off. Wait, you don't think I can? I'll beat them off twice if I have to then. Fine, Mr. Katz. You don't think I can beat them off? I'll do it while thinking of you. Okay, so we got Tyrode. We're going first. We got that damn Grusha. Damn, I want to see what's underneath that parka. Press 1 if you want to see what's underneath Grusha's parka. Press 1 if you want to play with Grusha's balls on that scarf. Oh, it's Garchomp. They're just gonna attack with Gabite and Gibble. And Xenolith, oh no, we already got the video. You know, we got the video like almost right away because I'm just that good. Shouldn't I be the big cat? Can you call me the big cat? I mean, we can definitely win this matchup. It's just, this is not, you know, Grusha's maybe not as good as I thought it was. Yeah, let's go for the knockout. All we need to do is flip 1 heads or get 1 Premium Power Pro, and of course we get nothing. All we need to do is get 1 thing, and we got nothing. All right, 1 heads. 1 heads, we take the lead. It is that simple. Oh my god! We could have gotten a 2nd Premium Power Pro. We could have gotten everything. Just work with me a little bit, TCG Live. Just the tiniest bit. Oh, sorry, Mr. Mountain Dew. Lily's aficionado, where the artwork is the Looker supporter. Are you saying that Looker's a creeper of Lily? But I prefer the term connoisseur, right? That's the one thing that I remember from the black and white era of the anime, is that Silent was a connoisseur of feet. To be fair, I hated the entire black and white saga. Like, everyone says the worst part is where Pikachu gets destroyed by a Zekrom and then gets destroyed by a Snivy, and it's like, well, it's because it was damaged and stuff. But no, I don't really hate that. What I hate is just everything else. I just hate everything else about it. All right, so we go Nacli. We have the knockout. We've already taken a knockout. Like, didn't Ash make it to the Elite Four or whatever with, like, an Oshawott and a Servine? Like, his worst team ever, and he's just like, hey, I made it to the Pokemon lead with the garbagest team you've ever seen in history. Yippee! All right, so let's go Nacli and Tyrode, because we have supporters, and then we go for some Pow Pow punching, baby. Yeah, I'm not as concerned about the Zekrom absolutely blowing up Pikachu. It's just like Ash should have seen it, right? The whole thing about Ash is that he can, like, sense his Pokemon's auras, and he sees things that other people don't, and he's not like Ty with forcing Greymon to Digivolve into Stall Greymon, right? That doesn't happen. And there's an island. That's fine, right? He should have picked up on the fact that someone's wrong with Pikachu. He shouldn't have sent it out against Trip Snivy. That was so un-Ash-like. And Mr. Katz, I will not be doing viewer battles today unless you gift 50 subs. So there's only a footful of people that fulfill that. Oh my god, they can't even knock out a Tyrode. Imagine not being able to knock out a Tyrode. All right, we do have to keep a night stretcher because I'm gonna have to do a thing. Is this the game where it's gonna happen? Is this the game where Trust Your Pilot wins with Tyrode? Am I gonna beat the deck I'm playing tomorrow with freaking Tyrode? Oh my god. And we still haven't flipped a single heads. We're 0 for 3 on coin flips. And, I mean, you can't really feel bad for them. They've... Actually, maybe we can. Oh, there's Calamitous Wasteland. Yeah, I don't think we should be playing Calamitous Wasteland. But it does maybe buy you a turn. And Mr. Mountain Dew, if that is what you decide, if you gift them a sub, I will battle them. And I will have to accept their friend request, though. But we're about to beat off a Cynthia's Garchomp player with some pow punching without ever flipping heads. And that Tyrode's definitely creeping on some air conditioners and looking into someone's window, and it's like, you should close the blinds if you're going to be that unattractive and do that with the blinds open. And okay, apparently I'm for sale. Like, I'm standing on a street corner, and sure, yeah, if you want to give me money, I'll do whatever you want, baby. You know, I got a 2-for-1 going. Okay, we got this. Does Prime count? Oh, I don't know. I feel like a Prime is kind of a cop-out here. Kind of a Bruce Willis, Tracy Morgan movie. It's a cop-out. Get it? It's a cop-out because I think that was the name of the movie was Cop-Out. It's like was it Bruce? I can't remember. Okay, we're gonna go Premium Power Pro. We're gonna Lilies for 6. There's not much that we can do other than just flip a bunch of heads. We got a Gargle on D's nuts. Okay, we're gonna pow punching for at least 130. We are 0 for 4. Okay, this is fine. Because PDCGL is just lining us up for the greatest moment in PDCGL history. And yes, Prime does count. We are 0 for 4. This could so easily be the game where we get it, but we are 0 for 4 on pow punching. At least I can say that I have the world record for most consecutive tails on pow punching. And cute too, make sure you send me the friend request, because guess what? We don't have to restart the game every time somebody sends a friend request now. PDCGL has evolved. Oh no! No! You've ruined everything, DJ Pink. You've literally ruined everyone's lives right now. Oh my god, never mind. PDCGL has. And Q2, it's in the chat. Just trust your pilot. We are 0 for 5. This could have been the game. This could have been the game. But I go 0 for 5 on coin flips, and then they're not even here anymore. And yeah, Mr. Cat. Oh, and now, okay, they are here. But the people will say that was a paid actor and it doesn't count. And where's the foot reveal? And Mr. Mountain Dew, you did, but Cute 2 has faster fingers. Cute 2 snuck in there. But I guess whoever sends the battle request first, that's who I'll battle first. We just assume they're all paid actors? I mean, yeah, they could be. But like PDCGL is the #1 most paid actor, right? It's insane. And yeah, you gotta get timed out now. It's insane that, like, oh, this is a good matchup because they just go one prize at a time. You know, I can happily knock out Gabite and Gibble or Roselia if they decide to go that route and they don't want to expose a Garchomp. So then what happens? We never flip heads. Okay, no, Spiritom's great. I can knock that out. We just need to flip, what, 2 heads? And I think we go bosses on the Garchomp. I think we just believe that we're actually going to get it this time. We just have to believe that we're going to get it this time. I'm going to bosses the Garchomp. We absolutely have this. Press 1 if you believe. Oh my god, we do. We do have this. I think the Premium Power Pro does it. Right? Okay, are we gonna go 0 for 6? Yes. We are 0 for 6 and I've taken 4 prizes with a deck that does 10 damage. This is the craziest game I've ever played with this deck. It's like the third game I've ever played with this deck. But the fact that I can just like win next turn, and Josh, oh, we know, Josh, we know. Keep those exercises up though, and you'll be able to do it. Okay. I mean, they have to take 4 prizes. And that's fine, Mr. Mountain Dew. I'll play. I promise I will play both of you. I will play both Cute 2 and Mr. Cats. Don't worry. Both of you will get a chance to experience greatness. Oh, I don't have another Tie Rogue. Uh-oh. Oh, we got a Fez. That's bad. I mean, yeah, with that attitude. I mean, bones are just... Bones can be mended. I mean, you don't need bones. Okay, so we have to Fez. That means we do have to expose the Fez, which is not great. And they will just knock it out. But that does give us 2 chances to win. And I believe in the heart of the card. Well, I don't believe in those hearts of those cards. Okay, please. Please. All right, that is fine. We get rid of Rabska and that. We go for Tyrode. I do like it. Wait, what? Wait. Where's all the Tyrode? Oh, we prized one. Okay, that's bad. Well, we have to Lilies for a Night Stretcher and hope there's a Night Stretcher in the deck, or else we really just lose the game. And Kelsey, thank you for helping us hit our sub goal. How many stretchers we got? We got 1 left. Well, that's terrible. All right. Well, I should have burned that Poffin, but that's fine. Let's go that there. And then Grasping Draw. But Kelsey, thanks for helping us hit 2 hundo. We're going to get 1 shot at this, everybody. Hopefully they go for the Fez. And then we get 1 shot at knocking out this Garchomp. Hopefully they do decide to attack with the Garchomp and they don't attack with the Gabite. And thank you. Thank you, Kelsey. Thank you for remembering. Okay, so please just go for a corkscrew. No, don't. No, don't. Okay, yes. They can knock out the Fez with the Gabite. They can... Oh... Everything went wrong. Everything went wrong this game. So we prized a Tyrogue, and I think we also prized like a Night Stretcher or something. Oh, they did the thing! We also got the Countercatcher Iono combo, so we would have been fine anyways. Okay. Unfortunately, the Night Stretcher is on the bottom of the deck, so I don't think we can... Grusha. Grusha, please. Help us out somehow. I don't think there's anything you can actually do, though. What if I Countercatcher a Rose Raid? What does that do? Probably nothing. Okay, yep. Okay, let's get rid of that and that. Oh, man, we could have won this game. We absolutely had the chance, but going 0 for 5 on coin flips is... You're not going to win with Tyro going 0 for 5 on coin flips. Okay, maybe they don't have an energy. Okay, well, okay, and for Q2 and not Mr. Mounty, Mr. Cats, you have to play to the best of your ability. There's no throwing allowed. This is not shot put. There's no throwing allowed. You know, this is not a fish toss. I don't know. You know, you're facing one of the greatest decks of all time. Which one are you? Oh, so that's Kelsey. That's Mr. Cats, and then I'm guessing this is Cute 2. I'm guessing Banana. But Banana. Yellow Icarus, Calamitous only affects basics. I'm going to keep the timers on because I'm that person. And look how they accidentally left the background. That somebody forgot to renew their subscription to Photoshop to get rid of the background on this cancel button. So now there's a background on it. And Yellow Icarus, I mean, yeah, it's one of those things where you just get it stuck in your mind and you're like, this card must work this way. And it's like, no, that card doesn't work that way. Yes, that very good card. So yeah, it only affects basic non-fighting. So evolutions are unaffected and fightings are unaffected. That's why I didn't promote the Cleffa. You're playing Ceruledge? Well, I have a chance to win. Just don't play Briar. As long as you don't play Briar. Oh, as long as I have a playable hand. So we had 3 draw supporters in that previous hand. And then this hand has 0. Nobody buddy popping. No draw supporters. Like, I think the stadiums, we got to do something about the stadiums. I don't... Like, we could play Neutralization Zone instead of Maximum Belt, because Maximum Belt is only like a plus 20 as opposed to Brave Bangle. So maybe Neutralization Zone is something we could do. I do think Tyro gets better with Battle Coliseum, but it's like, you're not going to win those matchups anyways. But Lively Stadium, yeah, I don't think Lively Stadium's worth it here. Like, I'll try to make this work, right? I'm determined to upload a video featuring Tyrode at some point by the end of the year. That is my goal. That is my only goal in life. Forget entertaining my viewers. I just want to get a stupid thing that is inconsequential to happen. Also, we're about to lose the game next turn. Unless we top deck a supporter. That's not a supporter. All right, so... Yeah, let's just go for it, I guess. Pow pow punching, baby. We're 0 for our last 6 on pow pow punching. How is that even possible? Yeah, the opposite of big basics. And Lunar Shade, I was looking at the Cradilly, because Forest of Vitality, but unfortunately, Cradilly, you can't use Forest of Vitality with the fossil. So you can use Forest of Vitality when you evolve into your Laleep, but it doesn't help with the fossil, and we just live in an item locked world, so it's bad. It's real bad. Okay, we go Night Stretcher for Tyrode. I Ultra Ball away the rare candy in that. We go get Fez. We get all the good cards. We get none of the good cards. I guess yeah, we just get the natural stack out of the hand and then end turn. So yeah, Q2, I'm sorry, but this deck just does not seem to perform under pressure. Like, I don't... Obviously, luck is going to play a big component in if we ever win with this deck, right? You can't... If you go 0 for your last 6 on Pow Pow Punching, there's 0 chance you're going to win the game, right? No matter how good I am at the game, and no matter how many... The fact that I took 4 prizes with flipping 0 heads, even I'm not that good to take all 6 without flipping a single head. You know, I need head to, you know, be successful in life. But just, I mean, I get to say Pow Pow Punching. Isn't it like, how can you not be happy saying that attack name? It's one of the greatest ones ever. You know, it's right up there with Zzzt. You know, another banger from the Pokemon Company was Zzzt. Yeah, we can still win. We just have to knock out a Ceruledge and a Squawkabilly and... Okay, please. Please. What the hell is this crap? Okay, let's go get double Knackley. Did I forget to put supporters in this deck again? That must be the issue, is I forgot to put supporters in the deck again. Silly me. I forgot about supporters. Hey, oh. Oh, I mean, maybe I can do like a road, like a coin flips road deck stream, but I think maybe just whenever I decide to play tie road, I'll have the coin flip counter. Right, because you got to have that counter. Because I am 1 for 6 right now, and that's really embarrassing and sad. And Lunar Shade, I don't hate that idea. And the platform I will run on is clear. Get it? Because like a platform is something you stand on, and I'd be barefoot, and it would be clear, so you could see the bottom. Get it? And like people say, I'm gonna run on the platform of like healthcare and like caring about people, and like obviously that's fake. And I mean, who would do that? But no, I would run on a clear platform. Yeah, see, Mr. Katz gets it. Mr. Katz is appreciative of my high level humor. This is insane. Okay, we finally got a playable card. Let's go. Yeah, that goes there. Big air balloon. Lily's Determination. Let's get 8 cards. Can we take a single KO? Well, we have lots of tie road. Not quite what I had in mind. All right, so Brave Bangle, and then Ultra Ball away that and that. We'll go and get a Knackle stack. You get that. Calamitous Wasteland. Maybe they'll make an oopsie. Maybe Banana or Cute 2 will not be able to... Oh my god! Only 100. Only 100. Okay, well, we're gonna definitely take a knockout this turn. Unless they retreat. Or jet energy, but if they jet energy, we're... Okay, I take back what I said. Cute 2, you have to let me win. No, cute, no, okay. No, okay, all right, never mind. Okay, no, this is fine. We'll run it back. We're gonna flip all the heads here. You're gonna be so shocked. I'm going to get an Iono and a Garganackle and a Garganackle. or none of those things. Garganackle, okay, there's still not even a Garganackle in there. Okay, this was a bad idea, and I only have to play it one more time. Okay. All right, Mr. Katz, get ready. Get ready to send me the... if you want to send the battle request right now, that would be great, because it won't give me time to wallow in my own grief about how terribly this went. Even if I have to play 100 games, I am going to make a YouTube video out of this. Okay? Those are the rules. If I have to play this 100 times before the year is up, I'm going to make a freaking YouTube video out... I told you to let me win. Okay, that's just mean. Mods, Q2's being mean to me and winning the game, and that's not allowed. Okay, yeah, we gotta ban them. They didn't let me win. Get them out of here. They didn't let me win. All right, Mr. Katz, I'll send you the challenge. But Q2 GG. Well, not really. I mean, that was kind of a steamroll. Yeah, the coin flips were not on my side here. Coin flips were not where they needed to be. But I do think Garganackle has some usages, right? It's a premium power pro on that's just always there. And Mr. Katz are used to... there we go. Okay, they're still here. I was wondering, are they still here? Q2. A small victory. A very inconsequential small victory that will not console me tonight when I cry myself to sleep. Because my tie road deck is not good. All right, Mr. Katz, no holding back. You're playing Alakazam. I know I can win this one. I got Grusha on my side. What do I think of Mega Dragonite? I think it's just a worse Mega Magnetric. Let me see if I still have it on my desktop. Where is it? It's there it is. I mean, we'll see, because don't forget, there's going to be other cards in the set, and it might be a dragon-focused set. So that, oh, we got a great start here. So that might make it better. Like, 370 with no weakness is pretty good. But, like, you have to play it with Electric, and Mega Magnetric already does that, but Mega Magnetric has very similar stats. The art looks really good. Yeah, but the card, I don't know. It just feels like a worse Mega Magnetric that takes longer to get set up. Like, you can still play with Iron Hands. You can still play it with not Iron Feet. You can still just play it as a Mega Magnetric deck, but I'm not sure if it's actually, like, better than Mega Magnetric unless we get some really good Dragon support. But if we get Dragon support, then that's just going to make Dragapult better. Is it a better Pecharunt EX? I mean, you have to put a stage 2 3-prizer into play. And if it does become a thing, then yes, Lily Clefairy will just become more played. Like, I see what they're trying to do. I see how it can be good. I see how I can make a video out of it. But until it actually comes out, or until we know what else is in the set, it feels like a worse or not as good Mega Magnetric. Because Mega Magnetric makes itself immune to basics. For 3 energy, it does 330 and gets rid of 3 energy. Dragonite has to get rid of 2. Maybe we'll be able to have like a Dratini or a Dragonair with a really good attack for Relicanth to copy. So it's too soon to say if it's actually good or bad, but the initial impression is that this just seems like, oh, we're going to win this game. We've already won this game. Okay, the maximum belt kind of sucks. Actually, that really does suck. But this is game already, because we're knocking out that Dunsparce. All right, let's do that. The Lilies. I just need a bunch of basics and we can win. Okay, that's not what I had in mind. Remember when I said I need a bunch of basics? Yeah, what I meant was I need basics. Remember what I said when... Okay, yeah, we need basics. We need more Garganacl if we're going to win this game. We need to gargle on these nuts. We're going to win this game. This will be the final game of the stream, and then we'll raid Sunny as always. And Q2, you like the Dragonite design? The wings on the head? I mean, it does make sense, because Dragonite's wings, I mean, the wings on its back are still really tiny. But just the thing that I gravitate towards too is Ryu Know Nothing Jon Snow does 330 and you discard 2 energy. Mega Magnetric does 200 for 3 energy and it's 3 lightning, but you can also discard the energy. Oh, you're playing Alakazam EX, but you can discard the energy and do 330. Yeah, the energy, the extra water means it's tougher to play it in an electric deck. You have to put a water, so maybe we'll get like some sort of Mega Evolution Stage 2 grass energy thingy thing, right? Maybe we'll get something like that. Okay, let's get rid of that and that. We'll get the Knackley. Okay, and I guess it's just a Lilies. Yeah, or we can do that, and then of course we get the thing next. All right, so what, we go double Knackley? Sure. It's gonna get all the dudes. Calamitous Wasteland, and we pow punching for the knockout. Yeah, Power Glass. It's just, there's so many things you can think of. But again, I think it's a worse Mega Magnetric. First 2 heads in a row. I know, right? You can give me 1 or 0 heads 9 times, but 10 times is where I draw the line. Like, don't get me wrong, Mega Dragonite is a completely viable, playable card. It's just that Mega Magnetric seems better, right? I'm excited to try it out. I'm excited to see what they add. Mr. Cat, don't worry, I'm gonna INO you. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. You're gonna get INO'd. Everything will be fine. Watch me get the big air balloon instead of the regular air balloon. Because PDCGL hates me. Okay, well, we got neither air balloon. That's fine. And turn. All right. But yeah, I can't remember. Like, I'm so focused on Phantasmal Flames, I'm not looking at the Japanese set list. But yes, the next set in Japan is the Mega Dragonite set. And then we're going to get it in like January. Mega Victreebel. We will definitely get Mega Victreebel next year. Probably the first set. Because it's such a weird release schedule. When does it release? I can't remember. I just said I can't remember Q2. I think it's like end of November. I think. Somewhere around there. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if our first set of the J block has all the new, like most of the new megas. But again, it's super weird how they do release schedules, because normally what they do is they'll give us regular versions of the starters, and then the second set of the new era will have the EXs of the starters. But this is like a mini new era, but the starters are old starters. They just get new megas. So maybe the first set will have the megas of the start. It just makes no sense. We have no idea how they're gonna do this. They had to do so many weird things. We'll find out when it happens. Yeah, because of the delay to product, they had to make some changes. Yeah, the Mega Evolution decks, the Mega Battle decks will be out before that even happens. Okay, it feels like we're just never gonna get a balloon. I need some balloon therapy. I have two air balloon in the deck. I have 2 air balloon in the deck. I've shuffled Droon many times. But hey, I mean, this isn't bad. I mean, Mr. Katz, you're about to get destroyed by a Tyrogue. I hope you're mentally prepared for this. This Tyrogue's about to mess your Xatu up. And I guess just because I'll probably do a raid and run with Sunny. But remember, tomorrow is the maintenance, 8 hours of maintenance. I will, at the usual stream start time, I will look at PDCGL. I'll give it like a 30-minute window because it is Garchomp. That should end, fairly quickly. If it's not back online by about 2:30 my time, Q2 for new avatar hair colors. We gotta get those new avatar hair colors and the Spooky Wood theme battle board. So it's all up to the PDCGL dev. Last time it went terribly because at the last second I decided to go live and that was a horrible stream. So let's hope it's a little bit better this time. But yes, the deck is Garchomp. I'll probably play a couple more road decks if that goes well. And then like Saturday, Sunday, no streams. Probably, Monday, Wednesday, no streams. I got to do 5 videos. That's all I know. I have to make 5 videos before next Thursday. In addition to streaming a couple times. It's going to be a busy week. You should all, you've already all given me subs, so I can't guilt you in giving me subs. All right, we got this. We absolutely freaking got this, don't we, Grusha? Yes, we do, Pilot. Oh, thanks, Grusha. Okay, we're going to take the knockout. We're going to flip all the heads here. I guarantee all the heads. We're going to pow punching for 10 times. Oh, we only got 3. And kilometers, I think everyone who watches, except for Ample Sample and Cap and Andrew, is subbed. And Zod, I think Zod's never going to get a gift sub because that's just the way the cookie's crumbling. So we were 2 heads away from taking the knockout, or a heads and another Premium Power Pro. We almost got there, everybody. And since this is a viewer battle, even if I win, it doesn't count because the naysayers would just say, "Oh no, it was a paid actor." And Yellow Icarus, I feel like that's something you don't broadcast. And ample sample. And Mr. Brown Dude gifts a sub to Zod there. Welcome, Zod. You can use all those emotes. All your favorite emotes are now unlocked. Congratulations. And thank you. We're now over 200. Again, I should just leave more often than come back because apparently that's just like a free money glitch. All right, there's Tulip. We can do this. And Q2, I've got some bad news. You have to go back in time 2 years and watch Worlds. Or was it last year? It was either 1 or 2 years ago, and it was a limited time, and they haven't, for some reason, added them, even though that'd be really cool if they did. It's the same with those Bidoof Day sleeves. You have to go back in time to 2021 to get the Bidoof Day sleeves. All right, well, I think I have to Iono just for the simple fact that I can't Lilies back into those 6 cards. Hey, that actually worked. All right, Brave Bangle for Pow Pow Punching. All right, so we need, like, 7 heads. That's 0. Okay, but we can counter catcher the one on the bench to take the K. Ooh, actually, maybe... No, I think we go for the one on the bench, and then we just try to win on this guy at the last possible second. Right? Because if I don't know. And Q2, thank you for absolutely obliterating a helpless little Tyrode and laughing while you did it and getting sick enjoyment out of it. Just a little goofy little goober trying to get some pow pow punching. And you were just like, no, I'm gonna incinerate it because I'm a crazy person. But thank you for the sub. Okay, come on, Mr. Katz. I don't think you really need to think that much. I think you just go for the knockout. Yeah, there's not much thinking left to do here. It's just I either win or I lose. I'm going to knock out the Alakazam, and then I'm going to have to do 210 damage to knock out this Alakazam to win. And that's probably not going to happen, but we'll see. Okay, well, that's a little late on the air balloon, don't you think? Okay, then we Iono. I do need a Night Stretcher or another Tyrode or something. Well, that's not good. Is the Fez? The Fez is in the discard pile. We have made a terrible mistake. Do I have another Tyrode? I do not, but I do have a Cleffa. So I may as well get that out of the deck. We haven't seen our Night Stretchers, which is kind of crazy. All right, so our win con is we save our PP for the Alakazam, and then we just flip a bunch of heads. Easy. What could possibly go wrong relying on flipping a million heads to win the game? All right, I mean, the Brave Bangle's not bad. Because what, if I do 10 plus, so that's 40, 70, 100, 130, 100, 190. I need to flip 2 heads to knock out that Alakazam if I have the Premium Power Pro and the Brave Bangle. And Zod, you can thank Mr. Mountain Dew for that. But my top deck has to be an Ultra Ballable Away card. What? An Ultra Ballable Away? Ultra Ball Awayable? One of those is correct, I think. All right, come on. Oh, Calamitous Wasteland is going to screw me over, but that's fine, because I'll just Grasping Draw and let it get knocked out. And then we'll get an Air Balloon and we'll be fine. Okay, that's actually good. We can go and get the Rabska. Please tell me I have another counter catcher. So we have literally everything we need to win this game is in the deck. It's just a simple matter of actually drawing into it. Okay, yep, that's half of what we need. And I'm going to be able to draw about 5 or 6 with Grusha. Because I'll just attach... Actually, no, I can only attach one Brave Bangle. I'm going to attach the air balloon to the Rabska. We can't bosses unless I top deck... If I top deck a Night Stretcher, then I'll bosses because I have everything else I need. But Mr. Katz, you may as well just... And Mecha Beast, welcome. Everyone's just gifting something. No, what are you doing? Don't be that person. Don't go for a Garganackle. What are you doing? Okay, good. Don't go for a Garganackle. Mr. Beast is subscribed to the channel. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Mr. Mount. You're just tossing money left, right, and center. This is great. You know, let this be a lesson. If you ever just want people to give you money for doing nothing, just become a streamer. You know, it's so easy. You know, it's not like it took me 5 years to get to this point. You know, it happens right. Oh my God, terrible top deck. Okay, so Premium Power Pro, Brave Bangle on you. Grusha, I've always believed in you. I knew I was right to believe in you. Okay, we do need to get the Fez, though. We also prized another Tyrode. All right, so then we go Night Stretcher for the Fez. So I have to draw 3. And Brave Bangle on you. I don't know if there's... Actually, I think there is like a Knackle stack or something in the deck, right? I mean, I guess if the game's not going to go another turn. Okay. We have a 20% chance or a 60% chance to get what we need. I think that's how math works. Just give me the counter catcher. Thank you. Okay. It all comes down to this. Do you think we can do this? We need, I think, 2 heads. Yeah, we need 2 heads to win. It all comes down to this. Can we get the rare 2 heads for win? Of course not. We just needed 2 heads. That's it. Just needed 2 heads. We didn't even get 1. And Mr. Mountain Dew, I also had someone called Bugcatcher Leo. I have had other similar crazy people who got their own emotes. You know, it was Quantumus Eevee, RK Toasty, Just J Seto, Bugcatcher Leo, and then of course Mr. Mountain Dew, Rockman, Moonshadow. Okay. And yeah, just lots of crazy people gifted subs, but never gonna let me down, of course. They weren't here, so I didn't need to call them out. Because, you know, they only like, I mean, they're going to hear their name because they usually watch the VODs. They're going to hear their name and be like, hey, that's me. But yes, I appreciate it. You're a crazy person. You say idiot. I say kind soul who helps out someone who tries to make a Tyrode deck work and it never does. All right, so Mr. Katz, thank you for the game. Let's raid Sunny. I won't be able to say anything, so you can make fun of Sunny on my behest. Just be like, Ceruledge, where'd you get that idea? So that's all you gotta do. Just be like, Ceruledge, I wonder who you took that idea from, Sonny. I wonder who gave you that idea for Ceruledge. Yeah, somebody much cooler. So that'll be the raid message. But I'll hopefully see you all tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then I'll get to work on YouTube videos and that'll reduce my stress level. But we would hate that, wouldn't we? We would hate to have a happy pilot. Then there might be no turbulence.